What is up, everybody? We are live and welcome to Defend Your Units. Cody, are you ready to defend your units today?
You already know, man. I'm definitely ready, dude. This is gonna be a fun show, especially after having that week off. You know, having a week off after having that other week off, like just a couple weeks before that, man. I'm ready to get back and talk some fights, have a good time, talk with everybody in the chat, man. I missed everybody. Can't wait to make some more money this week. Already a bunch of good people in the chat. Let's go.
I was gonna say, like, I enjoyed the week off. Don't get me wrong, but like the last couple of days, I'm like, man, I want to get into this live stream. Like, I'm gonna talk fights. Let's go. Let's get to everybody like we always talk to. And yeah, you know what? Let's not even talk about what was it, 294? Well, I don't even remember what it was. The last one.
Yeah. UFC 294. Yeah.
Yeah. It was, crazy card though. I'll tell you that. It was probably one of the worst reffing cards I've seen in a while, to be honest. It was insane.
Yeah, I got freaking lucky on DraftKings and won a bunch of money on a captain's mode that I just threw in late. Because you can't even get them until late. But I didn't have I won a bunch of money because I didn't have the Victor Henry fight or the Ankalaev fight picked.
Okay.
But yeah, that was
sure
the first time.
I'm sure those two fights screwed a lot of people.
Yeah, I was just so happy, dude, that the Ankalaev fight was a no contest instead of, because it could have been a disqualification easily.
I thought it was, to be honest, dude.
They need to keep that straight. Like Petrosyan, he gets disqualified.
That's the same thing.
He doesn't, but then in other fights, you know what I mean? People like Cody Brundage takes a couple little shots to the back of the head that weren't even like, it's not like Ankalaev's shot was way more intentional and hurtful than the Jacob Malkoun.
And he was on both knees. Like, it wasn't like his hand was there and he was playing the game. Right. No, his hand, like his fucking whole shin was touching the man.
It was funny when they almost started fighting afterwards, though.
That was funny. But all right, we'll go through the chat here and then we'll get right to it. We got like 13 fights. It's going to be crazy one. So I'm going to do one of these here because I see we already have donations and I don't think this ever happened before we even started. We got Mushroom MMA donating $10. Appreciate that, Mushroom. If you don't know who Mushroom MMA is, check him out on YouTube, on Twitter. He does great work each week. He does breakdowns. He's going to have a breakdown later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Forgot who he has, but I know it's somebody good this time. Propaholic there. I knew it was somebody good. Yep. So definitely check him out at 10 p.m. Eastern time on his channel, Mushroom MMA. He does great stuff. Always appreciate the dono, Mushroom. You are one of the best. And we also got Kiwi Brew donating. He agrees. Two of the realest and sharpest in the community. We always respect everybody here. We don't want to be mean or anything. Sure, all. That's what we do. Appreciate you, Kiwi. But let's see who else is in the chat. We got Effie, Any Action Effie. Definitely check his channel out on YouTube, Any Action Sportscast. Each and every week he does breakdowns too and good bets. And speaking of good bets, he likes the Orioles money line tonight. So if you're a hockey fan or if you're just a D-gen, put it on the money line right there. Best bet of the night.
Best profile pick in the game too by
that's right,
man. Mikey T in the
little Mikey T. Yeah. Bite your ear off, man.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. What is up, man? Appreciate you coming out. He's on Fernandez, Gomes, and Vieira. Cody, I'm unintentionally fading your picks.
I like how you skipped over Fernandez first name. But yeah,
I can't even say it. I didn't want to say it.
Can go try to find out. Somebody, I guess, but then some say Kyle. Like, yeah, but yeah, man. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I just say Fernandez.
You know what I mean? Unintentionally fading blood money's picks never usually.
I mean, if you're intentionally, you got problems.
Yeah, you ain't been watching the show, but no, yeah, it happens like this. Sometimes it'd be like that sometimes, man. You got your reads, I got mine. Be all right. Hopefully we'll both still make some money, man.
We got Grateful Dude in the house. What is up, my man? Said best of luck this weekend. Best of luck to you as well. Thanks for coming out as always, Grateful.
Let's go.
Let's see. Mushroom says, what's up, Johnny? What's up, Cody? Sure, all like we said. We got Daz Files in the house. He says, let's fucking go. Appreciate you coming out, Daz, as always. Check him out on Twitter as well. He puts out his bets too. He does awesome stuff each week. Let's see who we got. We got MMA Maestro in here. What is up? It's going to be a great day of fights.
Maestro will be on the show on Saturday. Maestro and Propaholic. So that's gonna be good.
Yeah,
good
so Saturday show will be MMA Maestro and Propaholic on Cody's channel. So definitely check that out. 2 hours before the fights, you know it.
Yep, it's gonna be a good time.
Appreciate that. We got Ryan Jordan in the house. Defend your units,
Let's
MFer.
go.
Indeed.
Let's
defend
go,
him.
Ryan.
Appreciate that, Ryan. We got Derek Izzy in the house. All I do is tail the bets and the Patreons.
Sign up, cash it.
Sign up to cash it. Yep. I saw Derek tailing one of my bets. He's like, I went to bed. I thought I was gonna win, and I woke up and I was lost. I'm like, dude, it was insane because like we had a bad beat. Dude. We had a bad beat. Like one of the games, we were up 20 points, and then they lost by 1 point at the very end. End, 1 point. Yeah,
those are the worst, dude.
It was bad. We got Jeff Pelton in the house putting out the dono, keeping the lights on for us as well. What is up? Ditto, Kiwi, and Shroom. Appreciate the work, fellas. We appreciate you, Jeff, coming out each and every week. As always.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what we
appreciate.
That, Jeff. Manuel, Miguel, what is up? What's up, homies? We got the Triple C group. What is up, guys? Definitely check out Chronic Combat Conversations on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. They do great shows each and every week. I believe they already have their live show already up and on YouTube. So definitely check that out. They do great stuff. They're good guys.
Fun, I'll be on the show next week, man. It's going to be a good one.
Sweet. You're going to have fun.
Mr. Pay-Per-View. Yeah. It's a fun show. Their show last night, I believe it was yesterday. Great show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's going to be the parlay buster? Oh, boy.
There's a couple
there's a couple that could happen, but
yeah, it's like
trying to think.
People are way too big of favorites in some of the fights, but they should still win them. So you're like, I mean, as long as the person's supposed to win, like they should win. They should be. Everybody could be minus 1,000, but like some people, they got tough fights.
We'll see. And we got Snerius up in here. What is up? Appreciate you coming out as always. We got UFC CJ UFC picks. You keep switching your name. I can't remember. I always remember the old one. Carlos in the house. What is up? I'm here to defend my mother effing units. So ready for this Saturday. Let's fucking go. That's right. Appreciate you, Carlos. Definitely check him out on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram as well. CJ UFC picks each and every week. Breakdowns again. We have a lot of people coming in here that do breakdowns. So definitely give them a follow. It's free on YouTube, guys. Free.
We'll be getting these guys back on the show too. Mushroom, Carlos. We're
Cody's on my next show next week. There you go. You're gonna do a double duty?
Bro, I'm doing triple duty.
Triple on Thursday?
Yeah, I'm doing Lou Betcha's prop show at 6. Then I'm gonna do our show at 7. Then I got Shroom. But I mean, them dude, they always look out for me.
Oh yeah,
so I'm gonna look out for them. You know, it's tough, dude.
I don't think I ever pulled a triple. I did double a couple times.
Chronic, dude. My dude's Chronic Combat, man. Because usually I can't do shows in the middle of the week when I work because I got to get up at like 3 to 3:30 in the morning, depending on if I want to try to work out. But yeah, I'm gonna do theirs on Wednesday night. So
nice.
But they always look out for us. Four in like a 24-hour period. But them's my dudes, man.
Yep. Yeah. Next week I'm gonna do the Twitter space with Dravi and them beat the line.
So I'm doing one tomorrow with Trace picks fights. But
nice. Yeah. Look at us. Look at us.
Everywhere. We're out here.
We're everywhere,
out
guys.
In the streets, man. Really out here.
We got MMA Jesus, Dev, Mr. 8K himself in the house. Definitely check out MMA Jesus on Twitter, on YouTube, and also on the Instagrams as well. He puts out all of his bets. They're always good picks, even though we never really align. Well, hey, I respect Dev.
I think he's one of the best. Me, man. He comes to my best bets. He kept what was the one where the dude was barking at the other guy because somebody kept putting lion heads on my bet. Yeah, somebody kept putting lion heads on my. It was for
Jubilee.
Angelo. Yeah, I think that's who Dev was on, but no, Breeden got that.
Dude, that guy folded so hard.
Remember when it
was insane.
I kept telling everybody, watch Breeden round 3 with Natan Levy and then watch Jubilee round 3 with the Kim dude. And I was like, tell me that he's not going to get. That was my whole reasoning. But yeah,
it worked out.
That's how
I didn't have anything on that fight, but I was like, damn, dude. He had that fight in the bag and then he just gave up.
But dude,
like, he just had nothing.
In that Kim fight, though, he folded in that Kim fight. He was in the corner to come out in the 3rd round of the Kim fight, and his corner's like, "Come on, you're the lion." They had to I don't know. They had to push him to get out there in the 3rd, and then he survived versus that dude because dude wasn't barking at him and shit. But
crazy. We got John Hagos in here. What is up, Johnny? He said, "What's up, guys? Appreciate you coming out, John, as always." We got Vlad in here.
Let's go.
What is up, Johnny? When will you and Bulgarian Cowboy fight? Well, I mean,
Tell him to meet us at this last
Send
Bellator
location.
card.
Send location.
Khabib style. Isn't he recovering? Didn't he get hurt when we talked to him? Some.
Oh yeah, he said he was a little hurt, but he didn't want to say where because we were fighting.
He probably take you. He probably thinks he could take you at 65% though. So suck it, JohnnyKpicks.
Suck it, JohnnyKpicks. Shout out, Vlad. Definitely. I've got Sean V in here. What's up, Sean? He said, "Yo, mushroom." We said, "Yep, everybody loves the mushroom." We got Money MMA. What is up, man? Hey, happy to catch y'all live. Definitely appreciate you coming out, man.
Oh yeah, can't wait to hear your picks for tonight, Money.
Hell yeah. Put them out in there once we do these. Let's see. Let's fucking go. My dude, my Jesus and Effie. We did a live last week. Yeah, that was fun.
I seen Carlos was with Effie, dude. I can't wait to go out and hang out with Effie. We'll hang out with Dev too sometime.
One of these days, when we go out to Vegas.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Jeez, John. Jeez, Mr. AK. Hey,
coming in.
We got AJ in the house. What's up, AJ? We always appreciate you coming out. Is it the goats?
AJ won that.
Yeah, we missed everybody here.
Yep, AJ won that face meet fist shirt, and AJ is going to come on the show too coming up, man. I told him to come on a break. He said he'll break one down. He knows his stuff big time, man. For
sure, we'll definitely get you on.
Yeah,
there will be blood. What is up? What's up, fellas? Appreciate you coming out. Blood,
drink your milkshake. I love that movie, dude. Love it.
We got Jubilee's weak. Yeah, definitely weak.
Yeah.
Cody, you were the first I heard say Breeden comes strong in the third round and Jubilee gives up. Good read, yo.
Let's go, yo. I mean, to be honest, I didn't know it was going to go down like that because Breeden was hitting him with some good shots in the second, and Jubilee was taking him. I didn't like going in the third. I wasn't fully sure he was going to fold him like that, but
yeah,
like a chair.
And then Jeff said the dude that lost to Jubilee on the Contender Series is fighting Lucas Alexander. That should be a good fight.
Yeah. If it stays standing, that would be good. But if Alexander can grapple at all, that's the thing is like Jubilee doesn't even have good grappling, and he was able to look like Khabib again. That lost a lot of people a lot of money betting him. But like the other guy, Sergey is strictly Muay Thai, man. No grappling whatsoever. Like I don't know if that dude ever wrestled. So good.
For sure. All right. Look at this. Let's get right into it. Let's do it. Let's see. Let me jump into this thing right here. There we go. First fight. We're gonna say Fernandez versus Mark Diakese. Yeah. Who do you like here?
Well, this is gonna be a good fight. Like I'm not really sure how Fernandez got into the UFC without going through like a Contender Series or something. Usually you'd see a dude like this go to the Contender Series fight on there, but he's got a good kicking game. He's got a decent punch game. It looks like he has good offensive and defensive wrestling. I know he's a black belt. He's a Nova Union. He's well-rounded. All right. I keep getting tongue twisted on words. I don't know. I took a nice nap.
What were you trying to say?
Nova União. That's where he trains. Like where Jose Aldo and all them train. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But
I'm like, what are you trying to say, dude?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Not good. But he's good. He's well-rounded. But the thing that I didn't like about him is that when in his only loss, which is like maybe like 2 years ago, he gassed out after one hard round. Like he won the round. He took the dude down, controlled him, took his back, had some good moments, but then like came out in the second round and was a completely different fighter. Like punches weren't near as crisp. You could just tell. And then he had another fight too where he did that, had a real good first round, came out in the second, slowed down. But I believe ended up getting a submission sometime in the second, but the guy wasn't all that great. But like he looked gassed in that second round a little bit there too. But he's well-rounded and he's dangerous. Like if you see the head kick knockout that he had in his last fight in like 26 seconds, it was a nice head kick knockout. But he's fighting Mark Diakese, he's just a well-rounded vet. He's got good striking. What really sold me, I bet Diakese, what really sold me on him was even going back and watching the Joel Alvarez fight, who has pretty good striking. He was able to knock out Thiago Moises. He's had some good moments against other people, beating him up, and then they usually shoot in on him. Well, Diakese did pretty good in the striking. Like he actually was a little more aggressive in that, was doing pretty good. And then I thought was winning the fight. Even in the second round, had Alvarez down. Alvarez looked like he was slowing way down. He was beating him up, and then Alvarez got up. They clashed heads, and then Alvarez was able to sink in that choke like right after because Diakese just kind of stopped fighting. But I just think he's going to be better. He's been showing better wrestling. I think he's got the jiu-jitsu to survive with Fernandez. So I think the first round is going to be a good striking match. I think they're going to have maybe a little bit of clinch time and stuff. And then in the second round, I see Diakese just taking over. Fernandez, I've already seen him gas. He's fighting at home. He's debuting. He's, first UFC fight. There's so much stuff that's going to go into it. And if you don't get Diakese out of there in the first round, I think Diakese is going to win this. I don't think he does get Diakese out of there in the first round. He's durable. He's tough. He's been in there with like Fiziev and Fiziev, a bunch of people that are pretty hard hitters. So give me Diakese to win a more boring fight and take over in the second and third round and get a clear win here.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. At first, I thought it was going to be a closer fight, but I'm thinking about it a little bit more. I do think Diakese's the better fighter overall. The first round will be the closest round, I believe. But like you said, I think as the fight goes on, I think Diakese will get a little bit more, like, his rhythm will start coming in. He'll start working the takedowns and the wrestling. I mean, he's still good on the feet. I mean, he's not just a wrestler, even though he's been wrestling a lot lately. But he was a striker before that, and all of a sudden he just turned into a wrestler. So he's good on the feet still, but sometimes he can get rocked, which is a little worrisome in the first round because a lot of his finishes I believe, were by sub, and they were like clubbing subs, really. So he's getting rocked. He's not really getting knocked out, but sometimes he can get rocked and then get guillotined or something like that. So, but other than that, I mean, if this fight plays out in the feet, I think DKC's good. And if it plays out on the mat, I mean, I think DKC will be on top, controlling him like a boring fight, like you said. So I'm going to pick DKC as well. I don't have a bet on this fight. I saw the line like too high, and then I saw it go down. I'm like, okay, I'll wait a little bit, and then went right back up. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stay away. But I do think DKC wins this fight. But I'm just going to stay away because, I mean, DKC has lost his last two fights, but they were against way better people. Let's be honest. But like you said, Fernandez is making a UFC debut, so anything can happen here. There's a lot of stuff. But I just think the more well-rounded guy who has more experience is going to win this fight.
This it was crazy when I did tape study for this on like a random day. It was like a Wednesday or Thursday of last week. No, it was like a Monday of last week because I put my video out on Friday. But anyways, when I started tape study, he was minus 190, and then I did tape study and did all that, and I was like, dude, he's good at minus 190. Like I wrote him down, I think on my thing at like minus 200. As I'm going, when I'm watching the thing, I'm like, all right, I'll either write like over or whatever. I wrote DKC minus 200. By the time I was done doing tape study that day, like 7 hours later, his line went from minus 190 to minus 130. So I went and bet him at minus 130, and then it's been slowly going up. But I don't know who put all that money on Fernandez. Like, if you just go watch 3 fights ago for him, like you see, dude, he slows down bad.
Yeah,
like bad.
If you looked at the lines, but I know before I did my tape study, like they were set here, and then they just dropped. Like there was some favorites like dropped a lot, and then I'm like, how are they this low? And then they're starting to go back up to where they were now. So it's like, okay, what happened there? Because somebody must have put an F ton of money on the other guy.
This Fernandez kid could be good, but like from what I've seen in tape, like he's not going to be. He shouldn't beat Diakese, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just think the first round will be the closest round, like you said. And then I just think if he doesn't get him out of there, or like at least severely hurt him to the point where he's kind of second guessing stuff, because we've seen Diakese kind of do that sometimes where he doesn't know what to do. He's like, should I strike? Should I wrestle? Okay, he's like, I don't know.
Michael Johnson, he did that with Michael Johnson.
That was a weird fight, and I was like, oh, Diakese's gonna wrestle him all day, and then he didn't even try after like 2 times. I'm like, what?
I was pretty convinced that Diakese was going to beat Joel Alvarez. Like I thought he won the first round. It was really close, and then he was taken over. He said Alvarez was looking super tired. And I think Alvarez is way more dangerous in that than Fernandez at this point.
Yeah,
bigger. He's even bigger. He's just dangerous standing. He's dangerous on the ground, proven. I like proven. You know what I mean?
Yep. No, I get it. And it's not like Diakese's like 38 years old or anything. He's got good experience, and he's 30 years old. He's in his prime.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and he's well rounded because he came, like you said, came in a striker. He's got good striking. He's got good grappling. But they, like you said,
I think people kind of forget about that. He used to be he used to be a striker only, and a really good striker too. But he's been using his wrestling more, so you kind of forget about that.
But that first round, Fernandez is going to be dangerous for sure.
Yep. I agree. Let's see. We got Mushroom saying that barking got Jubilee worse than barking.
That's what I was laughing at. That's hilarious. He ain't lying.
We got Yuans. I hope I said that right this time. DKC must win this one. Yuans, yeah, I think he gets this one done too.
Let's
get it. Said Mark's got this, in my opinion. I agree.
Let's go.
Let's see. Carlos says pronounce Howie Fernandez.
Cowie. What? It's definitely Fernandez.
Fernand.
Maybe
Maybe it's
Fernandez.
Maybe in Brazilian it's a little different. I'm just gonna say Fernandez. It just looks like it. That's what it is to me. We got Brandon up in here. What's up, Brandon? A very hard fight to pick. Plenty of pros and cons for both guys. Yeah, I can see that. Yep. I mean, there's cons for DKC. We've seen it. I mean, like I said, he can get rocked, and then club and sub real quick. He's done that like 2 or 3 times.
Alves got him.
Yep. What's his name? The other Brazilian. Oh, what's his name? I forgot it.
Trying to think.
Let me look it up.
A long time ago, because I don't think he's been finished too much.
Alves.
Yeah, Alves. That's the one I said.
I think he rocked him. I don't. Yeah, was it a knee or something?
Yeah.
And then he guillotined right away. Yeah.
He hit him with a stiff ass jab that rocked him. Then he came in with the flying knee. So then and hit him with that, and then he shot in. Yeah, Alves. I mean that Joao Alvarez thing. I don't. And Dan Hooker got him. That's who it was back then.
Well, if Hooker is subbing you got problems.
Yeah, but he clubbed and subbed him again.
Okay. Well, see, it's all club and sub. So, Oh, we got Nick in here. What's up, Nick? He said, "Evening, gentlemen. Happy Overkill Hill fight week." Yes, sir.
What?
I'm on the other side.
You're wrong. You're
Blood
right.
Money.
Nick, I like your style.
Blood Money. You should paint
chair too.
Daniel Day-Lewis in there. Will be blood scenes for gangs of New York. That's a good one. I like.
Dude,
that.
I've been looking for a Bill the Butcher one. Dude,
that would be. I love that movie.
Daniel Day-Lewis is the man, bro. I love.
He's one of those like actors that like literally takes it and lives it and like.
Dude, Gangs in New York goes so hard, and then There Will Be Blood is really good. If you watch the whole thing, I watched it a couple times, man. It's a good movie.
Line on this fight hasn't moved at all. Actually,
it's like minus 170 now again.
Yeah,
it was like minus 220 though to start. Then it went down.
I saw this line move a lot. Like I think I saw DKC at like minus 190, went down to minus 130, and now he's slowly moving back up to minus 180, 190. He
dropped from minus 190 to minus 130. Somebody put a ton of money on, and every time that happens, I swear to God, I'm on the other side of it, and I love it when the prices drop or go up. You know what I mean? Every time, and I'm like, like when Bill Algeo I bet him at minus 145, and he went down to like plus 120. I'm like, what in the fuck?
We got AJ said, I predict this card will be kind to the Brazilians, but I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a couple that have tough fights.
Yep. We got New York City Robert. What is up, Robert? He said, Mark is a head case though and tends to have bad luck on his side when fighting. Still might bet on Mark, not sure. I think at this price I would stay away. That's just me. But if you got minus 130, minus 140, minus 150 tops, I think I would probably do it.
I would attack it too. You can at DKC by decision. I mean, he ain't finished nobody. He didn't. I don't even think he didn't even finish Demir Hazdovic, did he? No, he didn't. No. So he's not finishing anybody.
I don't think he finished anybody in the UFC. Did he?
Yeah, early in his career, he got like a 30-second knock team out. But
that was
Lucas
long
or whatever.
Time
ago.
He
hasn't finished nobody in a minute.
Okay, I didn't go that back. I didn't go that far back with my tape study.
2017 is his last finish. So
okay, so that's pretty far. So I mean, he's probably going to win a decision, or Fernandez needs a finish to probably win this fight. That's probably how I see it. We got Gary Freeman in here. What's up, Gary? He said he wrestles because he don't want to fight. I mean, he might not want to get hit either because he's been clubbing subbed like 3 or 4 times. It's true though.
He took a beating from Fiziev, dude, and after that, Fiziev, I mean, he wanted to start. He started wrestling, bro. He got hit a lot.
Makes sense. The fight he gassed out was the first one after 2-year COVID layoff, and he was injured in camp defending my units.
I love that. You got to, but he did it in another fight. In whichever fight he went to the second round, a little bit in, he got the finish, but his whole body language and demeanor is completely different in that second round. Not only in which one was it? All right, hold on. So maybe it was even before that. That Barbosa, this Evandro Barbosa, where he got the arm bar because he actually got taken down and then looked slower, man, in the second. That was even before this Sardina loss. So I don't know, dude. That dude gasses, man.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll know a lot about Fernandez after this fight for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Jumbo Loco in here.
Defend them units.
I like it.
Sure.
It's what you got to do. I totally get it.
Yes,
That's what the show is all about. Defending your units. If you have a bet, defend it. Jumbo Loco, what is up, man? He said Fernandez is my most confident dog. Okay. Listen, I'll be honest. I really thought I was going to be on Fernandez as well. Like, I thought he had a chance to win, and I was like, oh, I don't think so.
When I watched tape, dude, I was like, Casey is good at -200. I swear to God, that was my take. And then he dropped the -130. Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah.
Was that before tape study too, or just after?
What's that?
What did you think before you watched tape?
Didn't even, because I didn't know nothing about that other dude. So I'm like, I just seen Casey was a big favorite, but it's like, damn, this other dude might not be good. But like I said, he gasses. This dude gasses. Like if he fixed that and he goes 3 hard rounds, but it's going to be hot in that building in Brazil. It's always hot and sweaty in there. And then debuting basically hometown, all this stuff. And I've already seen him gas. That is not a good thing. And Mark Casey, if one thing, has a great gas tank. But he's got to stay safe, man. I can't blame anybody take Fernandez because he can win this fight. So,
yep. We got Hakata Police. What is up? Appreciate you coming out. I said Mark at the Goat Shed. I don't know what that means.
It's a training camp down in Florida.
Oh,
yeah, they got some good people down there. I believe it's in Florida, right?
He wasn't there always, right?
No, he's in England most time. And then he's training out in Sweden a lot too. They said he's been training back in Sweden at All Stars. So
nice.
He's going around.
See what happens here.
Still young, 30. And another thing is this Caillou, this dude's big too, man. His shit says he's like 5'9", but he's 6 foot. He's
really
a bigger dude. Yeah. He's 6 foot with a decent reach and stuff. Like, don't let Tapology. I think they just guess sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, they're way off. And New York City, Robert, donation, keeping the lights on as always. Gangs of New York, great movie of the best city. Debatable.
Yeah,
but it is a great movie. It's the best city. Good. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna come there and get some pizza sometime. Me and Robert's gonna get some pizza together sometime.
I'll go with you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a Madison Square Garden card sometime.
I want to go somewhere east where, I don't care if it's a fight night. Like, I just want to go out there. I actually never been farther than I've been to Washington D.C. once, but it was a long time ago. But like, I would say farther than Ohio. Like, I've never go that far east ever.
I just been to West Virginia. This is east to South.
Farther than me. and you lived in Ohio forever.
Yeah, I only went to like Florida, and now I've been out west a couple times. But
yeah, I want to go out west way more.
I'm taking my daughter and my girl on a pizza thing. I want to go to New Haven and go get all that New Haven pizza, and then like try like a whole trip just that, and then come back through New York, get some of that pizza and stuff.
Be cool. We got Vaynoop. What is up, Vane? He said, Johnny and Cody, let's get this money. We appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us as always. We will get that money, and hope you get that money as well. Let's see, Mark, because he dyed his hair. What did he dye his hair again? It's something crazy.
Who's that?
What color did he dye it? I can't remember. I know it was like crazy colors. Okay. I thought he dyed it like 2 different colors this time, but I don't remember.
Keep it.
It's Twitter. It's Twitter. I don't know.
Let's see.
F right, Robert. Robert never told a lie. What? Don't you be talking bad about my guy.
I'm saying that's the only one that I actually believe in the hair thing. You know what I mean?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, I know.
Mark sub would be crazy. It would be crazy. Can't finish anybody. He's 6 foot with a 72.5-inch reach, Cody. Our guy Get Rhythm said that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, where do they even get 5? I think they just guess. They're like, we need some stuff in here. But he's a big dude. We
got our guy Jaden. Another donation to the show. We appreciate you, Jaden, as always, and coming out and hanging out with us. And what up? Yep. Appreciate you as always.
Jaden out on Instagram, man. He's got a really good Instagram page. Knows his fighting too.
Yep. Let's see, Cody. His shit says 5'9", but he's 6 foot. That's true. Very true. Truer words have never been spoken right there.
No, people love the stuff. When I followed that person on Twitter back that had a protected tweets, right? So I follow him back, And then next thing I know, like then I scroll down and that person's on my thing and it's just there's like 3 things in a row. Like I put on Twitter, just some wiener stuff. Like what the hell? Everybody has died about that. Somebody was like, dude, that's going to be my fantasy football team name. Now I'm like, so I'm not taking no more protected. I can't follow anybody with protected tweets because.
See, the goat shit is something else in Dagestan. It could be.
Who said that? That's crazy.
Brandon. Kiwi said, East, come to Australia. Well, I think we may go west in that case. It might be closer if we go west.
Yeah.
The goat shed is a brothel. That could be true.
It is a weird, but I think
blue. The hair is blue and yellow. Boom.
Okay.
Maybe for Sweden. I don't know.
He's been training the All-Stars a little bit too, so he probably goes around, gives some good.
But Carlos said if you go to New Haven, he's only an hour away, so you can meet up with Carlos.
Heck yeah, we'll get a slice together for sure.
Epi said I wanted to bet Mark, but the line's gotten crazy now. Let's go double knee sleeves up.
Yeah. He does. He comes in.
If he comes out with those knee pads, you know what he's doing this fight. I'll tell you that. That Robert said, let's go 2024 Jones versus. That would be great.
How sweet would that be?
You're gonna have to pay like $3,000 a ticket though.
$50,000 a ticket for the nose.
We got James and Amy in the house. What's up, guys? Hey guys, let's crush it this card. Appreciate you coming out as always, James. Cody, nice job on peak, and the barking dog breeding came out barking and got the finish. That was so insane to me. Still, I still think about that. I'm like, I don't believe that happened.
He felt him breaking, but if you watch that, like, dude, there's not even. I mean, Breeden got hurt in like the first 30 seconds of the second round, right? But then after that, he started taking over, and he was landing some nice shots in the second. I think he felt him breaking in the second. And then, like I said, if you watch the fucking Road to UFC fight where he fights the Kim dude, go back and watch right now. He's in his corner going into the third round. He's up 2-0. He was up 2-0 pretty much. Like he started getting beat up at the end of that second, but he's sitting there in his corner. It's like, you can do that. Like they had to will him to even get off the bench. It's like, bro, that ain't gonna work against Breeden. Breeden, if that Levy fight show, man, that dude was a dog. He was putting it on Levy in the third.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, next Levy. One. He was minus 120 going into the third, and he won the third. It was crazy.
It was close. It was close for sure. We got Ruiz versus Mora here. I will start this one off. This is going to be I don't want to say a great fight, but I do think Mora wins this fight because I just think she's the better grappler here. Like striking though, this is not going to be a striking fight because they both are not very good strikers, but the better grappler who's going to be way bigger is Mora. I think eventually she'll get those takedowns and she should stay on top and basically control Ruiz most of the fight. And then I think she does get a finish. I think she gets a submission maybe in the late second round when Ruiz is just done getting beat up with ground and pound and just tired of being on her back and not being able to move. So Mora right now is crazy, minus 600 favorites, not minus 450. Don't let that fool you. So everyone's betting Mora. I would look at inside the distance for her or the under or even like by sub. Like I think one of those hits and I might do a Mora by submission bet. I'm feeling a little juicy this week, so I haven't done it yet, but I'm looking at it. Who do you like here?
Yeah, man. Mora is going to beat the crap out of Ruiz, dude. Ruiz is so small, and then she's not even good. I've watched all her fights, and the only thing she's ever done good in any of the fights was that head and arm toss she did on Cheyenne Village.
Yep.
But we see that she's not good on the ground. You know what I mean? And obviously she is smaller too, dude. Mora is huge, man. She's 5'6". With a big reach, and she's a big physical girl. Like Ruiz got dominated and handled by Jacqueline Amorim, who's not all that big herself. You know what I mean? This Mora's
not as good as a grappler either.
No, and Mora's a big girl, dude. She trains with Jailton Almeida. You know, she's out of that camp. She's a beast. She's going to come in and beat up Ruiz. Ruiz is just not that good, and she's way too small. Now, there's not that much tape on Mora. I get that, right? But there's enough tape on Ruiz to know she's not good. That's true. Because
that's the key words to listen to.
Because I've had people ask me that because like Mora, you can watch her fight, like, and you got to take what you take out of it. You can watch her fight a girl that was 10-10, right, at the time, and they fight in a crappy cage, and they went to split decision. But like that was a case of her being like 6-0. They fought in a crappy ring that had a crappy floor. They were going through the ropes at least like 50 times. It was like a terrible old Pride fight where they would just scoot out through the ropes nonstop. But and that fight was back and forth, but that was her like fighting a vet. And that's what happens when we'll talk about it here in a little bit, when these young up and coming girls, they fight a vet that's just a tough, durable, rugged vet, and they get taught a lesson. Mora didn't get taught the whole lesson, like, but it's a close fight. But she's gonna beat up Ruiz. She's too big, too strong, too physical. She's gonna win the wrestling exchange. She's gonna be on top. She's gonna beat up Ruiz, and then she's either gonna submit her or she's gonna TKO her, because she's not like a Mora, where she's going to go for little like submissions. She's going to beat you up like Jailton Almeida. She's going to beat you up till you give her your back and she chokes you out, or till you ball up and she just keeps beating you up. But she's freaking huge, man. I don't even know how this girl's 115
She's like 5.
pounds.
Yeah, she's like 5'6". Let me look.
That's a little big ass 115.
Crazy.
And look at her head. She looks like a 135.
Look at that.
She's going to beat the shit.
5'6", 66
and
inch
not
reach.
only that, but like Ruiz,
she's muscular. Like,
big girl.
And
she
ain't like
got
soft.
beat down by a Mora, like beat down. Like she got TKO. She almost got TKO'd at the end of the second round. She was just getting beat up from out. And then in the third round, she got beat up again, dude. And the UFC is not trying to build up Ruiz here, but I do shout out to her tattoos. She's got some of the coolest tattoos in the game. Not the ones on the neck, because everybody's like, Denise Gomes is going to win. She's got a neck tattoo. Ruiz got a ton of them. She's not winning, but she does have cool like Pennywise and stuff tattoos on her legs and stuff that are freaking awesome. So shout out to Ruiz for some of the best tattoos I've seen in the MMA game on her legs.
Right on. Let's see what we got here. AJ said kind of messed up that Breeden still got cut. Well,
Breeden shouldn't with a big ass cut. That's what was crazy.
UFC said, Breeden, you're gonna lose this fight.
Oh, I mean, he's like get cut.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like cut from the UFC.
Not only that, but dude, like he could have, even if he would have won a knockout of the night, then Anshul would have got his thing because he missed weight. So he couldn't win no bonuses, no nothing. So, but I think he should. I mean, I think they only cut him because he missed weight. You know what I mean? He was 0-3, then you missed weight. I think
they cut him because he won, and they want to build up India fighters.
No, because like he was 0-3, and then you come in and you miss weight. You know what I mean? It's like really good. Because if Anshul wouldn't have fought him, then that fight would have been scrapped. He would have been 0-3 with the scrap thing. He was getting cut regardless, I think.
I like my better.
Your thing, conspiracy.
The UFC is like, hey, you're gonna lose this fight, and he's like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna bark at this guy in the third round, and I'm gonna win this fight. And the UFC is like, appreciate you coming out here, and you're out.
I felt bad, dude.
Who's barking now?
I had my windows open, and then like I was like, dude, I seriously was in my house, and I was like, dude, I hope Anshul knocks him out. I was telling my girlfriend when he was barking at him and stuff, because like you had this dude hurt and all that, but he was barking, but at first he was throwing a bunch of punches, then he kind of like stopped, and I'm like, you're gonna bark and you're not even throwing punches. And then when he finally hit him with that punch and finished him, I'm like, yeah. I was running around, dude. My neighbor Miles came down, but my daughter went outside. I didn't know she met her little friend, Miles' daughter, and they came back in. I'm like, yeah, my daughter's used to seeing me be like freak out, but I looked and it was Adley, and she's just looking up like, what the heck? And I'm like, hey,
it's okay.
I was going nuts though. I loved it. That's what it's all about.
There will be blood. Said, don't forget to like this MF. Yes, please hit that like button. We got about 40 people in this chat. We want about 40 likes. Then let's go. And Jaden, our guy, with another donation, keeping the gas on this time. Look at that. Peak Nation Cash. Yes.
Yeah. We're big. Me and Jaden was talking about that.
I will tell you this, though. When he was wrestling, I was like, why is he wrestling? Just strike.
Yeah.
But that Yaya guy, like, he did not know. Like, he was so bad. He was worse.
Dude, live. I should have
literally bet everything.
I maxed, dude. I bet. I told people, like, in the parking lot, I watched one fight. They just dropped the lines, and I'm like, okay, this guy's not that good. Like, so I bet Peak. I looked at his record, everything. I bet Peak. Went home, did the deep dive. I'm like, hell no, I'm going back and double betting Peak. Even though then I had to get him at -115, but the Patreon got him at +145 the first time too. But I'm like, this guy's terrible, dude.
Oh, he looked it too.
Terrible.
He had like maybe one good hit on him, but even Peak's like, I think Peak's eyebrow got cut a little bit or whatever that was. But other than that, like, it was Peak all day, like showing off his wrestling. And I'm like, dude, like, you don't have to wrestle with this guy. You can just punch him out anytime.
Yeah.
James asked if Patrino gets it done this weekend. We're counting on him, but still not a lock. Hope he does. I think he does. I think I'm not a big Modestas fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough.
Patrino, you love Patrino, though, didn't you? Didn't you say you love Patrino?
I do, but I don't. I do.
You said you loved him. I heard it.
I don't know, man, but I like him.
Were
But
you high?
like, but I do like him. But it's like, I mean, he had the freaking back and forth with freaking Pleasure Man, and then that cost me all that money because then Pleasure Man
Dude,
just gets
Pleasure
fucking
Man took a
pulled.
lot of good shots that fight. Gotta give
Yeah,
it to
and
him there. But he
had
didn't
like
take
5
he didn't take any of his last fight though. But he took a
No,
lot of good
that's
shots
what I'm
against
saying.
Patrino though.
And that cost me a lot of money. But it's like Modestas. It's weird.
Dude,
We'll get to
Modestas
it.
can't take those shots. There's no way. That happens. No, he's done. We
And he
got Bull in
folds
here.
the
What
third.
is up, Bull? We appreciate you coming. I said, guys, I'm doing a 6-fighter DFS lineup. What do you guys think? Renat, Gabriel, Bonfim, Hugo, Mora, Patrino, and Crusi. I'm gonna guess that's how you say it. Petrosyan. I mean, I like the first 5 for sure. I just don't know about this Petrosyan guy. And I know you're gonna
get all them big favorites. You got to get.
Yeah,
them.
I know that's why, because you get a really low value. I don't. Let me look and see real quick if there's like a big underdog I would switch out maybe. Oh, Dante Almeida, baby.
This guy.
Don't do that. I'm
Surprised
just
you didn't go
joking.
heavy
I just
on
want
Dante. Remember that, man, when we did that Sakai break, defend your units. Remember, bro, you was like fucking Dante D1. You go, I know he didn't go to D1, but I think he
still
did.
Still believe, but just not this
Well,
fight.
you've seen what he did to the GOAT, so.
Dude, yeah, I know. Jaden said Mora all day, big on her, only Monday, but only Monday on a parlay play. There you go. It'll work. I like it. Good in the parlay. I think she's good in there too. This minus 600 now, I think it's a little too far away. Like, just
yeah, I got her at
she gets it done inside it. Yeah, I would do it then.
Bonfim. Him at minus 360, her at minus 400. The parlay was still minus 167. So
yeah, I think she gets it done inside the distance though. I
do too. I like the under. It's minus 160.
I'm gonna look at inside the distance for Mora and see if it's like around a pick'em price, and I'm probably gonna.
The only thing that keeps me off it is I want both of them to be finishers. I don't think Ruiz.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do the under. So, I think all the finishing equity is on the Mora side, so I'd rather just take that bet instead.
She's gonna King Kong smash her, dude.
Yeah, I'm not debating that at all.
Short notice for Ruiz too, you know. So a lot of stuff going on.
Ruiz received a call telling her to accept this fight or she's out. Yep, probably. Yeah. Let's see. Where I said that one. Okay. Mush of the week. I hope Renat loses. Oh, why? He's a good guy.
He's AJ.
He's a good guy.
All right.
Amy says she's going with Hugo for the barking. I don't hate that at all. Actually, I really don't. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, he's definitely got a shot.
What could go wrong? Betting women's MMA at minus 500 debut.
Yeah.
Oh, it is her debut. Yeah, but this
Contender series, so but bad. Yeah, that's the thing. There's going to be a time to fade Mora. That's 100%. But I don't think it's going to be this time. She's literally getting the worst fighter that's just been completely dominated in her losses.
Yep. Mike was so happy he thought he saved his career, but the UFC had a plan. That's very true. Mora all day. UFC mad at Breeden for not. Yep. Oh, he had staph infection too.
Still beat the brakes off, dude.
Damn.
Joe Blee would be back, and he's not a bad fighter. He's just got to get over that cardio dump that he has in the third round because he's not bad. He's got pretty decent boxing. His wrestling's not good though. Try to tell everybody that.
See, Vitor is good, and so is Modestas. I like the first part of it.
Vitor, we'll get to it, but he'll win because of his third round, I believe.
Chusky, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is a no. Brener is good. I think so too.
Fight. I wish I would have done some more tape. Got to do tape that one. But, I taped some. I watched Contender Series stuff too. But
thoughts on Armin and Abis? We'll get to there. It's a little farther down here. Toilet Face, what is up? Toilet Mora is a lock, right? Yeah, one of them for sure.
I think so.
Can't believe Dantel beat Andre. He's D1, baby. Even though Andre is old and a legend, he didn't deserve to have that loss on his record.
What happens when you keep taking them bad fights at the end of your career, man?
Yeah, it's going to be a banger for sure, this fight.
You got
Brener versus KK.
On your record, man.
All right, let's see what the next one is going to be. Let me get to the right thing here. We got Angela Hill versus Denise Gomes. Cody, defend your units.
Yeah, what's the name of the show, man? So Angela Hill, dude. Consummate vet. She's good, well-rounded fighter, good striking, good speed, good variety of strikes with kicks, punches, excellent clinch game. She's got good clinch knees. She's got good offensive and defensive grappling. You've seen she's got excellent defensive grappling. Survived with Mackenzie Dern even after being hurt before going to the ground. And she's got good offensive wrestling herself. She can land takedowns when she needs to. She's super durable, never been KO'd. She's got 2 submission losses. One was like 6 years ago. The other one was even like maybe 2016 against Rose Namajunas. But she's good, and she's actually gotten way better as her career's gone on. And she's got a 15-13 record, but she's fighting in the UFC back in the day when the girls weren't all that great. You know what I mean? And she's got like 30 fights or something like that in the UFC, or 27 fights, something weird like that. And so she's just been fighting good girls. And most of the time back in the day, them girls weren't all that skilled. So they would just go back and forth, and you would get 3 rounds. Nobody would finish nobody. And then it'd be like a sloppy mess on decisions. She's got like 7 split decision losses. But Denise Gomes, man, she's got power in her hands. Obviously, if you go out there and stand in the middle of the ring and just throw bombs with her like Howard Gee did, you're probably going to get hit and hurt. You know what I mean? And Howard Gee, that's exactly what she did. They ran out to the middle of the ring, and she just started throwing bombs. So you're going to have to stick and move with her. But she's got good power in her hands. She does, you watch on the Contender Series, you see her throw some spinning stuff and stuff like that. She's got decent offensive and defensive grappling, but it's not the greatest, man. Like I said, like for this, like I like Hill here. I think Hill's the way better fighter. Every single area of MMA, she is better than, other than just some raw power. But if you're not standing in front of Gomes ain't setting up that raw power with like a double jab, overhand, none of this. She's just throwing big shots. But I mean, I'm old enough to remember like 1 year ago when Loma Lookboonmee 30-27 Gomes, and I grappled her the whole time. And Loma Lookboonmee has decent grappling, but she's a Muay Thai girl. Same thing where Loma Lookboonmee came into the UFC. She was a younger girl. She had like 4 fights. She had some hype. Who was Loma Lookboonmee's first fight in the UFC? Angela Hill. Angela Hill put a beating on her, just like she did to a lot of these prospects. And I just think she's going to do that here. I think Gomes does throw some big shots, but she's not that technical. She's not anything that Angela Hill hasn't seen before. Angela Hill's fought Lemos. I thought she probably won that fight. She's fought Andrade. She's fought a lot of girls throughout her career. And I think that she's seen Gomes, you know, a ton of times. And I think that she has the grappling advantage here too. I think she's going to have the clinch advantage. She even held Mackenzie Dern in the clinch and had some good moments there for the whole second round. But man, I just think that Hill's going to be better everywhere. I think it's going to be like a closer fight, but just watching that Loma Lookboonmee fight, there's still a lot of holes in Denise Gomes' game. She's just really got good power. So I think Hill's going to be better everywhere. And I think she uses more grappling in this fight. And that's how she wins this fight, is the grappling, actually.
Think Hill will use more grappling?
Yes, I think Hill has a strong clinch. And I think that she'll be able to, like Loma Lookboonmee, dude, won every single round due to grappling in that fight. Yeah. And like Loma Lookboonmee's like 5'1". Angela Hill's a little bigger. I think she's going to have better cardio. I like Hill a lot here, man. And then that was another freaking weird thing too. So I'm doing my tape study. When I start on that day, there was somebody else went and put their bets in on the same day. I'm doing tape study. Angela Hill's plus 125. Then I'm doing tape study for like 4 hours. Get done with her fight. She's plus 105. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm betting her, right? Do all my tape study. Drive to the casino. And this is like 9 hours total. By the time I get to the casino, she's minus 110. So I bet her because I think she's going to win the fight. It didn't have to be a dog play, but then the line went back the other way. I'm kind of mad, but I swear to God, on my life, dude, all my life, I almost bet Denise Gomes, but then I did tape. Like going into tape, I thought I was going to win a bet Gomes because I know, but you can't take like what the wins she's doing over top 30 girls and apply that to a top 10 girl. You know what I mean? If she was really that crazy girl, she would have did that to Loma Lookboonmee too and just worked her. But like Bruna Brazil, like Angela Hill would beat the crap out of Bruna Brazil. Howard Gee, that was impressive, but we didn't really get to see what she's about because that ended in 20 seconds. And so I'm still high on Howard Gee. We got to see what her chin's like, but I think that girl could be a champion like one day. So we'll see. But I like Hill here. I like to have the better fighter, you know.
Huh? I agree with everything you said, but I'm actually just on the other side. I just think Gomes gets it done. I think you know, she's a dog. And I know Hill's a dog too, but I would say the dog that has, yes, but the grit, I think the Gomes has this. And I think how she wins this fight is she does need to push forward, whether it's using her wrestling or takedowns or just being in front of Angela Hill. She can't be afraid to get hit, which I don't think she will be. Angela Hill's not a knockout girl. You know, she's just straight volume, But if Gomes can just land some good shots, mix in some takedowns, which I do think she's going to try to. I don't think she can hang on the feet. And if she thinks she can, she better knock her out. But Hill's never been knocked out. So that's the problem. So you do need to mix in some takedowns, like tire out Hill at least a little bit in the first. So that way she's not, throwing 10 shots every minute or something like that. But I just think she gets it done. I don't know. Like, I really think this will be a close fight. I don't think either girl is going to look, it's a pick 'em for a reason. Like, I do think this line is correct, or it could be like, Angela Hill a slight favorite. That's fine. But wherever this line is, it's going to be close. I'm going to trust in Gomes. I think she's going to look a little bit more improved with her wrestling. I don't think she's going to strike with Angela Hill too much unless she knows that she's, she got a good power shot and she's just going to attack. But I think her game plan here is to go in there and try to wrestle and grapple a bit. Because I think Hill's going to want to keep this on the feet. I don't think she's going to want to grapple with Gomes at all, actually. I think it's only going to tire her out. I think it's going to, I think Hill's better to stay on the feet and stay on the outside and stay moving and keep her volume. I think that's the way to beat Gomes.
That's what really made me bet Hill. It sounds dumb, but if you go watch her fight Mackenzie Dern and like, dude, I'm like, there's no compare, like, because people would be like, well, Mackenzie Dern was hurting her. Dude, Mackenzie Dern and Denise Gomez is not a compare. Like, Mackenzie Dern to me would smoke Denise Gomez.
Mackenzie Dern's improving too.
She's a beast, and she's pretty big.
Yeah.
But
I think Gomes is like a little pit bull though. I don't know. There's just something about her. I'm just like, man, like, I like what I see. She's super young though. That's kind of the one little red flag. It's like, I would probably put a bet on Gomes, but I need to see what she does in this fight. And I just don't trust it enough to bet. I like the over here. I know it's like minus 270. Both girls are super tough. They're super durable. I don't think there's not going to be a finish. I mean, if Angela Hill gets knocked out, I'll be shocked. But it could happen because Gomes has power. But she's going to have to land a super clean shot to knock her right out. It ain't going to be no TKO or anything like that, though. Very close fight, but I'm going to say Gomes wins by decision. And it might even be a split. And who are they going to try to hype up here? Gomes. Where are we at? Brazil. Gomes.
I feel like I needed to see her fight 2 more fights before she fought Angela Hill. Like,
yeah,
she's
it is a pretty big step up.
Like, give her, she should have got 16.
I'm not a big step up. It is a step here.
As far as
this is a good test.
10 fights to 28 fights. I mean, I know you get the age, like the age thing that people will bring that up, but like Angela Hill's durable and she's got cardio. It's just like a Darren Elkins. Like, the age thing don't really matter. If you still got the cardio and durability, your age don't mean nothing. If you're like a junkyard dog, like, I mean,
both fighters have their path to victory here. Hill needs to keep it on the feet for me, and I think Gomes needs to mix in wrestling and take this fight to the mat.
I like Hill being a little bigger too. I think she's just like an inch taller, but I just feel like she's just a little bigger.
She's definitely not going to be stronger though.
1.5 inches of reach, inch taller. I don't know.
Gomes
I've
probably
seen
pick up.
I've seen Loma out wrestle.
Dude, Loma's a little beast too, though.
I've seen Angela Hill work Loma over.
Loma's a little beast. She's a beast.
Who would you take right now if they fought again, Loma or Gomez?
Probably Loma.
Who would you take out of Hill and Loma?
Well, but I just think this is a weirder fight. Styles make fights though. They're different. They're different fighters. So Hill and Loma aren't the same fighter though. That's the thing.
True.
But that would be a very close fight though. I think if they ran that back with Gomes and Loma now, I think it would be closer.
Yeah, I know Gomes was on like 3 weeks notice. I've seen somebody put 1, but I think it was a 3-week notice. But still, that's short notice. It is.
We got Solar Warden in the house. If you don't know who Solar Warden is, guys, do yourself a favor. Go on Twitter right now. I know it's going to be hard to look him up because of the numbers and stuff. I'll leave it up here for a while. Look him up. He has a great algorithm that he puts out each week for every fight possible, and it's awesome. So it's all free, and he always says "come socks" all the time. So he said his model picked 2 big underdogs for Risen Landmark 7. Curious to know if either of you are looking into any of the fights on that card. Best of luck with your bets. I personally am not. I don't have time for watching like the Risen fights and all that stuff, but I trust your model, dude.
Who's the 2 big? Let the chat know. I haven't seen none either, but let the chat know them 2 big underdogs the model pick. The model's right more.
The model's right more times than not. I'll tell you that, and it's not it's not bias or anything like that. It's just straight numbers, and it works out a lot. So definitely check them out on Twitter and get some of that model money right there. We got Eric Salva. I'm saying that now. Eric, what's up, Eric? He's like, I got Gomes in a parlay, but I won't be surprised if the veteran and Hill gets the W. I agree. That's why I'm staying away from picking a side. I like the over, but in the parlay, I think it's good. Mushrooms on overkill for the W.
Let's go, Mushroom. Let's go.
People planting their flag on this one. Funniest outcome would be if both sides are right. Gomes drops Hill and dominates in round 1, 10-8, and then Hill wins round. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Bobby. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. This is gonna be a Hill. We seen what Hill did to Lupita. Who you taking out of Lupita Godinez and Denise Gomez?
Probably Lupita. And dude, Lupita had that weird stretch of like 2 fights where she just looked weird.
Yeah, where she fought up in competition. She went up to Angela Hill. Angela Hill gave her that because like I love Gomes too. You guys know I love a pit bull, a junkyard dog. But when you put 2 of them together and then they're both junkyard dogs, but one's a little more skilled, it's like. But
Gomes is more dangerous.
And if Hill goes out there,
I like me my dangerous fighters. You know that, Cody. And give me a close fight. Give me the more dangerous fighter.
I like skill. Hill's
lost like 7 split decisions.
Yeah. But that was back in the day, though. She's a different fighter. As she's got older, she's gotten so much better, dude. So much better. Like, and even fighting the best girls in the world. But when she gets these step down in competitions, this is where they come in and give them vet lessons, man. And it's not nothing. This could be good for Gomez. You know, maybe she comes back a better fighter, but I'm cashing my ticket. You know what I mean?
Holstrom, what is up? He said he'll need to retire. Like, damn.
Sheesh. Yeah, she is.
Gomes 23 and only improving. Yep. Gomes took that Loma fight on short week. Going Gomes. Sorry, Cody. Jaden says Gomes. There we go. Got Raymond. What's up, Raymond? He'll survive a methodical fighter and divorced.
Exactly.
She'll outbuy him and outskill Gomes. It could happen.
Yep.
I seen Hill get outgrappled in one of those high roller tournaments. There you go.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. She couldn't punch him in the face. I'm telling you, she's gonna out. She has the grappling advantage.
Dang. Carlos got plus 120 on Gomes. I would take that all day if you had got that. Hill hard to finish.
Lose that though, man. Like you could get plus 190, and it's like. No, that's a good line. That is a good line. You be some line movement on that for sure.
Let's see. He's on Gomes as well, but can't blame Cody for. Yeah, that's why I'm not picking a side. I think both. There's a pick 'em for a reason, and I'm just gonna stay away from it. 15-year age grab got me, but I agree with blood money on Hill over 2.5. I like the over. I'm an over guy.
Yeah, I don't mind that over at all. Did you play that, Johnny?
I'm going to. I haven't done it yet. I wanted to see what the line was, and it's staying still. So 1, 2, 3, Silver Spoon. What is up? Appreciate you coming out. Hill is gonna win. I can see it. I don't blame anybody for picking anybody here. I picked Gomes 2 times before, and she proved me wrong. There you go.
Actually, I bet the under in the Howard fight. I bet the under because they're both finishers, and I knew them girls were going to throw down. So, but I didn't expect it to go down like that.
I didn't either. I'll tell you that. We got Johnny Newquist keeping the lights on the show as always. $10 dono. I like Gomes' power versus Hill's age. I agree. I like it too. I think she's got the power advantage for sure. But Hill, I mean, she's more technical on the feet and she's durable. But I think Gomes is going to need to mix it up with the wrestling. I think she can get it done, be close. I think either way, it's going to be close. Bull said, hey guys, love your videos in the stream. Unfortunately, I got a dip. We appreciate you coming out, Bull, as always. We'll see you next time, Saturday, 2 hours before the fight. So definitely check us out then. Derek Lewis is going to KO Almeida. It's destined. Is it destined?
See a good possibility. That uppercut, man.
Exactly. Angela not over the hill. There you go.
Let's go, Kiwi. She is a late bloomer.
Lucindo versus Loma. Who y'all pick? Well, I like Lucindo.
I like Lucindo. Like
she's a little beast too.
Yeah.
I like Lucindo. I think she'd get.
She's more like her strike. The thing is, like Lucindo, like Gomes, like now if it was Lucindo versus Hill, I would probably take Lucindo because her striking is so much more technical. But Gomes, bro, her striking ain't technical. She's slow. She's plotting. She needs you to stand right in the middle of the ring with her and throw these big punches. Like if you watch her on the Contender Series, that fight went to decision. Like she's like following this girl around, throwing all these spin kicks and doing this and that. But like she's not that fast. She's not technical. Like I think this is where she gets another vet lesson, man.
We got Fight Talk Only. What is up? So my boys, what's the word? Let's fucking go. Definitely check out Fight Only on Twitter. He does a community collaboration and puts it out for Twitter for everyone to see who everyone picked. It's amazing. He does it each card, so check it out. Fight Talk Only on Twitter. Give him a follow, and definitely hit that like button on his stuff too, because he does great stuff each week. We appreciate you coming out, Fight Talk.
He does graphics. He made me a good graphic too. I think I might have to hit him up, man. Give me a layer cake, something. Give me a layer. Pay him to get me a little layer cake logo and some stuff. So
there you go.
If he's into that.
Let's see. Keep in mind, Hill took a beating last fight, and she's near 40. Accumulation of punishment is real. That's true. I mean, Dern was giving it to her on the feet. I did not think that was going to happen. But
yeah, that's one of them things where Khabib drops McGregor, because like Hill's waiting for that takedown and stuff. And Mackenzie Dern was in phenomenal shape, dude. Like, she's big, dude. She's a big 115er. And yeah, she hit her with the knees. I mean, she did. And that could happen. Don't get me wrong. I know that Hill could come out here and get dropped a couple times. So I just don't see her getting finished. And I need them skills. I need the skill. And the
Drunken Boxing said, just take the over. I'm with you there, buddy.
Yeah.
Gobbler, what's up, Gobbler? So Dern was butchering Hill. Imagine what Gomes will do.
Yeah, but Gomes and Dern.
That was divorced Dern.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Dern has that divorce rage going. That's very true. Yep.
She did.
Yep.
She was like, dude, and her cardio.
Or Angela Hill.
But
she was just right in front of her.
I like Hill with that inch of height, inch and a half of reach. I like it, man.
Yeah, definitely can happen. Before we go here, we got Mayorovs up in the chat. Keeping the gas on as well with the lights. What is up, Johnny and Cody? Last event plus $2,200. That's awesome. Yep. Let's do the same this weekend. We will definitely do the same. That's awesome, dude. Congrats on hitting that big hit.
Yep.
And that is great.
Yep. That's amazing. Thanks for the dono, man. Everybody, dude. You guys are amazing, for real.
Everyone's like, man, we missed fights, man. I missed fights too.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going slower with the chat, but like, it's because if we haven't done it for like 2 weeks, I'm like, oh my God, I got to talk to everybody here.
Yep. Sure, I don't mind it.
Cindo versus Lupi would be a great fight.
That'd be fire. Fire. Lucindo, all that. Dude, I'm not as high on Lupi as.
I think she's good, but man, she's burned me so many times though. I think she's solid though. I think she's very good, but it's like up here. Like, that's what I'm worried about. But she looked great in her last fight. But then the other fight, she's like, you're like, what are you doing? It's like night and day.
Do you know the difference? Because Lupi's not that good. And the difference is when she steps up in competition, she gets beat. And then their last fight, she fought Elise Reed. So everybody's like,
that's true.
But then when she
she can look like that, like even half of that.
I just watched her get beat by Cynthia Calvillo, and they go, Lupi won. Oh, she didn't. Cynthia won that fight. That was crazy. But she's just not that good. Lupi's just not that good. If she can't like dominate a girl on the ground, she don't win. That's just.
Which beating was worse, Dern versus Hill or Whaley versus Lemos?
Lemos took freaking. That was what was crazy, because like they let Lemos take that crazy ass beating from Whaley, and then the next fight, like, not to say it wasn't over, but Aljamain got hit like 3 times, was still moving, and the ref's like, he's fucking done. Like, that's bro, true. You just let Lemos die in that one, and then you just let this dude take 4 pounds. Like, you gotta let them champs take that beating.
Exactly. Next one we got is going to be Patrino versus Modestas here. Bukauskas, I can't even say it. Yeah, I love Patrino here. I think he's going to win this fight. Like, I don't think Modestas is all that great. Yeah, he's got good striking. He can land some good shots and maybe get a knockout here, but Patrino is solid. Like, he's got power. He's durable. He showed a little bit of his wrestling and grappling in his last fight, which he can totally do here. So he does have that wrestling advantage here, because Modestas is not going to wrestle whatsoever. And yeah, I think the only way Modestas wins this fight is if he stays at range, he circles the cage for 3 rounds, and he can just out-volume Patrino. But I think Patrino's going to land better shots. He can mix in the wrestling, and he's got the power. And Modesta's been knocked out 4 out of his 5 losses. So Patrino's got big power, and I just don't see how Modestas can survive for 15 rounds. So give me Patrino. I'll say 2nd round knockout. I think he catches him with something crazy, and or it can even be a ground and pound knockout. So something like that. So could he get another sub? Maybe, but I'm going to go with the knockout here, and I think it's decently priced at like plus 165. So, but Modesta's been knocked out 4 times, guys. Like I said, he can get caught. We've seen him get caught a lot, and I'll tell you what. What's the other deal for me though is the Palga fight. Like, I think he might have lost that fight. and I think Patrino would destroy Pauga. So give me Patrino here all day, second round knockout. What do you like?
Yeah, I like Patrino too. But just like I ended up just staying away from it. Because like Bukowskis ain't terrible. Like he has good movement and good speed. Like he has pretty good takedown defense
Not good
too.
though.
I mean, he's like effective.
He's like a 3.5.
Like, well, because he has good movement and he has good striking. He's got a good left hook to where he can move around and he's going to be a little bit faster than Patrino. But yeah, man, Patrino's just a beast. I don't think he's going to be able to wrestle here, though, to be honest. Like Modestas Bukowskis got, like, even with like Tyson Pedro, who's got pretty good wrestling, but really good jiu-jitsu, he wasn't really able to hold him down. And Patrino's a striker that just started using all that jiu-jitsu and grappling like more recently. But in the striking, man, I think it could be close in that first round. But like you said, Patrino start taking over. And Bukowskis' problem is he slows down in that third round. Like if you're really putting pressure on him, he slows down and tires out.
A little bit of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah. And like he did with Pauga. I mean, he slowed down on that. So I like Patrino here. Like I said, I didn't get around the betting him. I didn't pick a lot. I just did that one parlay with Bonfim and Bonfim and Mora. But then all the rest are like pick'ems, you know, and like minus 130 or minus 110 or whatever. So, but I like Patrino here. I think he could get it done in the third round. That's if he's going to get it done. But I like him to get the win here. I just don't think it's going to be super easy because, like I said, Bukowskis isn't bad, man. He's got good movement. He's got pretty good striking. And until Patrino starts taking over in that second or third, what's the over under on 1.5? Or they probably set it at 2.5. I would imagine
it's set at 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't even.
I like the under, but
Patrino. And like you said, I think if Patrino wins, this is going to be by KO because Bukowskis has been KO'd 4 times. And
yeah, I think he catches them, and yeah, he doesn't do well if he gets hit a lot. I'll tell you that he doesn't like it.
Well, he backs up with his chin straight up because he uses more movement than actual like defense with his hands. Like he's constantly moving, and then he'll be in the pocket. When people back him up, he like backs out after he throws some punches too. He backs out with his chin up, and he'll get hit right on it. Or his knee kicked off by freaking Roundtree. But yeah, man, give me Patrino, and this kid could be the real deal. He's just got to tighten up a couple things, but obviously he's like physical specimen, man.
Yeah, he's improving though. Like in each of his fights, he's improving.
Definitely, he's only 26 too. So, and he's big. Like there's not too many dudes that are built like that, dude. Like he's like 6'2" of just all muscle and like, I mean, he's like Yoel Romero at that weight, basically. You know?
Yeah,
so,
he reminds me a lot of him actually.
Yeah, that's high, and he's just huge dude, man. And you can see when he's fighting, he's when he's like literally wrestling with these dudes like Turcali and them on the ground, he's like looking at his coaches and listening to what they're saying and stuff. So I like it, man. I just want to see him.
I told you loved him.
No, I do, but like that Turcali shit throws me off because, you know, and not only that, but dude, he was getting pieced up by freaking Practical too. That's why he started wrestling like that. I bet the over 1.5. I could have bet the over 2.5 in that, but like against Practical, like he was getting the one. That's why he kept wrestling Practical, because Practical was like little and faster and just like piecing. And that's another thing. This dude's freaking huge, or Practical is small as hell, because Practical doesn't really look small to most other people, I didn't think. Dude, and Patrino made him look like freaking small. Practical says he's like
they're about the same.
6'2". But
yeah, 6'2".
They're
about the same. Dude. I think they're going to be about the same size. And I know Modestas always looks like tall, lanky guy, but Trino's going to be just as tall.
Yeah, but Modestas is big. They're both thick, dude. Both these dudes. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Patrino's going to be able to wrestle Bukowskis here, and I think it's going to be striking. And the first round's probably going to be close because Modestas is slow output and he moves a lot. He's pretty, but the powers for Patrino, durability, Patrino. Let's go, Patrino.
Nope. Yeah, we got Luke in the house. What's up, Luke? He said, "What's up, y'all? Appreciate you coming out, Luke, and hanging out with us each and every time."
Yes, sir.
Richie is the underdog. Yep, a little bit. I think she's like plus 130-ish to Loopy. That's gonna be a crazy man. I don't know who's gonna win that fight, to be honest. Depends on which Loopy's gonna come to play.
Who's the better grappler?
Grappler, Richie is, but is Richie gonna be able to get the fight to the mat?
I mean, I watched fucking Elise Reed hit toss fucking Loopy down, and then Loopy reversed it. But I don't know. Loopy's tough, man. It's going to be a good fight.
Strong.
It's going to be a good fight.
That's the thing.
She is. But look at Richie, how she's built. She's super strong. They're both the same size. They're both little. It's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be
I know. I don't even know who I'm going to pick that one. I keep going back and forth. Lippy switched her camp to Lobo Gym with Team Grasso. Yeah, it looked good last time. This is low key a good fight. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
It really is. Yeah.
Someone's getting caught. I agree, and I do think it's gonna be Modestas, guys. I'm sorry, I'm throwing it out there. I'm defending my units. I got Patrino in a parlay, so I go.
Defend it.
Patrino decision. He could find a KO early. Yep. Patrino decision wouldn't be a bad bet.
Man, Bukowski's dies so bad in that third round that I feel like if Patrino gets him down and gets on top of him, that he could get him out of there. You know, because it's not like Paulo was pushing any pace on him, really. It was just striking. But he gets tired, man.
Patrino doesn't win, he's trash. He should win this fight. Let's put it that way. Jaden, another donation. We always appreciate that. He said Patrino is a great parlay builder this fight. I agree. And at minus 250 range, or maybe a little bit under than that, he was like almost up to 300 at one point.
Yeah. Then he went down to like minus 210 and then back up.
That's what I'm saying. Some of these things have been going up and then right back up where I think it should be personally. I think he's about minus 300. He should be.
Yep.
I've always overrated Modestas because of his Cage Warrior fights. His the Cage Warrior champion and below average UFC fighter. Patrino wins by stoppage. I agree. He does look good on the regional scene, but like UFC, like he's just like I don't know. It's different fighter.
Well, he's different level. Comp
15 rounds.
Kills, man. Comp kills, man.
Yep. He turned out that good, but good enough to win here. I think he's not super technical yet, but I think he
cost me a lot of money on Turcali by making me, you know what I mean?
Well, I lost that one too. I had the under as well.
Cocky.
4-fight win streak, so can't count him out, but Patrino should win by KO. Not confident though enough to bet. All right. We got 138 MMA Tyler in the house. What is up, Tyler? Hey, glad I made it in time, guys. We appreciate you coming out. Tyler, definitely check out 138 MMA on Instagram and Twitter, or I'm sorry, YouTube and Twitter. Are you? I don't know if are you on Instagram? If not, you better follow me if you are. He does great stuff each and every week. He does all the events and all the promotions of everything. He has great breakdowns of every fight. Like he even shows you how to do takedowns efficiently, not like Renat coming up here. So that's where it all started.
Yeah. Yes.
But definitely check him out. Free subscriber as well. You can subscribe to him for free, guys. It's crazy.
Super free.
I don't know if you guys knew that. Great stuff. Let's see, John said Ricci will win. Let's see, he bet on Ricci weeks ago. He probably got a better line than it is now.
Oh yeah.
I like Patrino here, but his wins in the UFC didn't age well. Pass. Okay. Neither did Modestas wins either. Off topic, but how do y'all see Benoit versus Frivola going? Crazy.
I haven't taped it yet, but yes, crazy. I would say. That.
Early pick was gonna be Benoit because this dude's different. He's a beast. Like I can't see him losing ever, especially it has to be by decision, and it better be a war. He's not going to ever tap out. And he's never going to get knocked out.
Dude, I got to watch these fights, but man, like the only thing that's worrisome is like, dude, he was just like straight up walking Thiago Moises down, and Moises hit him with some brick walls, but Moises don't hit that hard. So it was just like, you know, he walked through that, but dude, you can't walk through that with Frivola. You've seen with Dover, you know.
I think Benoit is going to use his wrestling and grappling more so in this fight. He could. He's got the way better grappling.
Frivola's a wrestler though. He's got some.
I know, but the grappling though, I'm telling you, it's like night and day.
Yeah. Well, but Frivola's like a Sarah Longo black belt guy. But I mean, it's Benoit so big, dude. He's a big boy.
I know. He's a big lightweight.
Big.
Dad said Patrino's okay to parlay. I agree with that. Patrino should win the same style as the Turcali fight. I agree, Jake.
Put it on him.
Maybe not by decision. Maybe he'll get that knockout. But man, I'm telling you, Turcali took a ton of like power shots. I don't even know how he stayed up. I really don't.
He got dropped the one time, and Patrino went in the first round, and Patrino went to finish him, and he upkicked Patrino and almost knocked Patrino out. Like he.
Oh yeah.
But if he wouldn't have hit him with that, he probably would have hammer fisted him out. So
that's true.
So I'm saying that's what fucking Turcali.
All righty, next
pleasure turd.
Our next one is going to be Daniel Marcos versus Victor Hugo. Cody, start this one off for us.
Yeah, man.
Tell us how much you love Marcos.
Man, I don't know. I don't have the best read on this fight. I picked Marcos for the fact that it's a short notice fight for Hugo, but Marcos, good striking, but he's got pretty good takedown defense. The dude he fought on the Contender Series has really good wrestling. He was able to stop like almost all of his takedowns, get up quick, stopped all them takedowns from Simon Oliveira, and just he's pretty well rounded, and usually he throws a ton of volume out there, and he's got good clinched knees. Then you got Victor Hugo, though. He's got good striking. I watched a lot of his fights. He hasn't lost in like 9 years. And in most of his fights, even when he looks like he gets tired, he's one of them dudes like Victor Patrino. He kind of just fights through it. But I don't think he fights through it as good as Patrino. But he's dangerous. He's got power in his hands, pretty good striking, and then he's got good wrestling and good jiu-jitsu you've seen in that last fight. But that's like what worries me is you've seen in the last fight on the Contender Series where he fought another Latin American dude, and he had a good first round, took the dude down, had some good moments and stuff, but came out in the second round, man, and looked pretty tired, and it looked like the other dude was starting to take over on him, that Kali whatever, and then Hugo jumped on that knee bar, which was pretty sick. So the thing is I just don't know if his wrestling is going to fully work in this fight. And then when they're standing, I got to favor Marcos, and I like Marcos's cardio, but I didn't bet this fight. I'm staying away from it. Hugo's real dangerous. And to be honest, we haven't seen somebody that actually just took Marcos down and used great jiu-jitsu on him yet. So we don't know how great his ground game truly is. So I picked Marcos just because, like I said, Hugo short notice. I think he gasses a little bit. And I don't think that Marcos looks like he has phenomenal takedown defense and stuff. So I'm going to go with that. But I stayed away from this, and I can't blame anybody that takes the shot on Victor Hugo at plus 200 or whatever. Can't blame him at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same with you. I think this might be actually a closer fight than the line says. I know Victor is taking this fight on short notice, like you said too. But I mean, Marcos is a solid striker, good boxing, but like you just see a lot of like little red flags. Like he's low volume as the fight goes on a little bit. He kind of slows down a bit. He does have decent takedown defense as we saw, but and I'm just going by the Davy Grant fight here. Like he didn't win that fight, guys. Like Davy Grant won that fight, and Marcos isn't. I know. I'm still mad, and I'll say it right now. He should be 14-1.
Bro, he didn't land a head strike until 6.5 minutes into the fight.
I know.
Like the announcer said it as soon as he did. They were like, "That was the first head strike he's landed," and then he won. And he clearly lost the third, and he didn't even land a head strike in the first. Like it is crazy.
It's great. It is crazy. And so I'm going by that. I know. Hey, I had to say it. I had to get off my chest a little bit. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I mean, he is technical boxer though, but there's just something about him that I'm just like, I don't know if he's good or not. But with Victor, I mean, I see the potential there. He's dangerous, very good grappling. He does have good striking too. It's not as technical as Marcos, I think, but he does have power in his hands. He keeps his hands a little too low, which I don't like, especially in this fight. And then also the short notice I don't like. So if this fight was on full camp and you're giving me a plus 200 on Hugo, I would take Hugo all day. But I am picking Marcos to win because I just think Hugo is like a first rounder bust kind of deal here. I think he may slow down as the fight goes on. But I mean, would it shock me if, Hugo gets like a leg lock or something crazy like that? No, but we just haven't seen Marcos getting taken down like that and controlled, like you said, Cody. So can't really hope. It's like throwing, a fish in a barrel. Like you're just throwing it, hoping for the best. So, I want to pick Hugo though, but I'm gonna pick Marcos to win. I'm staying away from this fight, but yeah, I don't have a bet on this fight though. If I would, it'd be dog or pass. I just don't have enough trust for Marcos to win this fight, even though he may win it, but not at minus 250. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Bunny Hunter, what's up, Bunny? He said, sorry I'm late. Mark DKC and Abus for the W this weekend. All right, man. I like DKC.
I'm with you on the DKC. Let's go.
Ruckin said, Frivola, the big underdog. Yeah, he's like plus 170 range, I think.
Might as well play him by KO, though. I feel like if he wins, it's going to have to be by that, one of the big old shots.
Sorry, you're not going to KO Benoit.
But everybody said that about Dober. You know what I mean? And Dober,
they're different. They're different demons, man. They're different demons, though.
What?
They're different people.
Thing?
They're different people.
The chin, Dober,
but Benoit is younger for one, and he's special forces. They're out there.
Okay. Okay.
Hugo by submission. I like that play. I think that's how he wins if he does win, to be honest.
His knee bar, heel hook, are sick. That's what's funny. His name's
He has
Striker.
a whole bunch of different
grapples.
submissions, so he's not just like a rear naked choke guy. Like he could do literally everything. So AJ likes Marcos 138, making Renat run laps.
Yeah.
Yep. Picking Marcos here. Going to be a very tough fight here, though. I agree.
Definitely.
Hugo, I thought Marcos lost to Davey. I agree. He did. Actually, he did. He lost. He should have. I don't understand how Davey did not win that fight. Grant beat Marcos. Yep, I agree. Everybody knows.
100%. But Grant's really good, though. I mean, I think Grant would probably beat Hugo too, but
that would be a close fight.
Grant's good. Like I
think he's solid. Yeah.
Like beating like a Sunsao and people like that. I mean, he should have beat Marcos.
Jake said Hugo almost doubles Marcos in pro fights. Hard to find a better Brazilian underdog for this card. I agree.
True that. True.
This could be the parlay buster if anybody puts Marcos in a parlay. I wouldn't advise it.
Yeah,
but if you do, you should be sweating it a little bit.
Yeah.
If this is a boring fight, I'd be shocked. Agreed. Yeah, Grant won. There we go. I don't see anybody saying that Marcos won, which I like to see because he did not win that fight.
Not one person. Not one person's.
I have not seen one. Yeah, Marcos is very overrated. Hugo has beat much better guys and is amazing on the ground. Agreed.
Yeah.
Marcos wins a super close fight. Yep. I can see that. I mean, if it's super close, I mean, that's basically a win for Hugo, but obviously Hugo's going to want to win, but trust me, Johnny, anyone who can KO Dobrik and KO a gorilla, Benoit better work on his striking defense. I think he's just going to go in there, wrestle, get that grappling going, man. Slow him doun a bit in the first round.
Fervola's like a college wrestler with the American college wrestler with the
you and your American wrestling. American wrestling. Grant versus Farid Basharat. Is that real or you just hypothetically? Because that'd be a good fight if it's.
That would be a really good fight, man.
Yeah,
I'm definitely down to watch that.
I didn't see if that was for real or not, but I like it.
That would be phenomenal.
All righty, next one's gonna be
Come on, Jumbo.
Whoop, hold on. What did Jumbo say? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Come on, man. You got me scared. I'm like, what?
I'll never, ever in my life get rid of my David Grant.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people are having success with Marcos on the ground, but I mean, he hasn't really fought the guys that are going to want to try to wrestle him down either. So that's why his takedown defense is pretty good. It looks like it on tape, but he hasn't fought a very good wrestler or grappler yet. So Hugo, if Hugo can get this fight to the mat, I think it'll be interesting. Let's put it that way. And Jorge, what is up? That Benoit getting smoked just off how confident Johnny is. Probably what's going to happen.
Let's go.
Hypothetical match. Yeah, I like that though. All right, next one's going to be Zeleski versus Renat. I believe it's my turn. This is going to be a fun fight. I think Renat gets it done though. I like his wrestling in this matchup. I know 138 MMA is going to be like, but his takedowns are not good. Yeah, they're not, but he continues to go for them, and eventually he does get him eventually, and he's got good cardio. He's durable. He showed off some very good power in his hands in his last fight. I think it's that solid striking. I do think Zeleski is going to be the better striker, but it's just a better overall MMA guy. I'm going to say Renat wins this one. I think it could end up being a close decision though, like a 29-28, and you're like, okay, Renat, he clearly won 2 rounds, and Zeleski, he won one of the rounds. But I don't think Renat's going to go in there like, in a minute and knock this guy out. Zeleski's pretty tough. He's only been KO'd, I think, once in his career and submitted once too. So he's not one of those guys where he's 36 though. I will say that. But I think he's still solid enough. He's going to put on a good show. But I do think Renat's going to get this one done. I'll say by decision, 29-28. But I just think he's better. He's got more tools to use to win this fight, I believe.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, man, he's a big favorite. I'm on Renat. I like him. You remember last time when he fought Kevin Lee, I anchored him in like 2 parlays. I got him at like
me too.
minus 190 or some shit like that. But yeah, man, Zaleski's definitely way better than Kevin Lee. Like way better than Kevin Lee. His takedown defense is phenomenal. I bet Zeleski against Nurmagomedov last fight, won a bunch of money out, got him at underdog prices. But this fight's a little different, man. He was held up against the cage in that fight out of 15 minutes for probably 8 minutes like that. But when they were in space, he was landing the better shots. He's got good clinch knees, he's got good takedown defense, black belt in jiu-jitsu, well-rounded veteran, man. But Renat, dude, Renat's a big dude for 170. He's strong as hell. You've seen him against like Brian Battle, who's a big dude for 170. Granted, that fight was on short notice, but dude, he manhandled him the whole time. Like I think Brian Battle landed like 4 or 5 shots in that whole fight. He's got a very good clinch up against the cage. And from there, he works in the wrestling real well. He's got good clinch striking, excellent ground and pound. His striking, like you said, though, Zeleski's definitely got the better striking, but do I think Zeleski's like really just going to hit him with one shot and knock him out? You know, he couldn't get Nurmagomedov out of there, who I think Renat's way better than Nurmagomedov.
That's what slowed me down a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, go ahead.
Yep. So, but yeah, man, I think Renat gets this win. Zeleski's super tough and durable, good cardio, good toughness. So I don't think that he gets finished, but man, Renat threw some crazy ground and pound on Brian Battle, dude. But Zeleski's got better jiu-jitsu, in my opinion, like defensive jiu-jitsu than Brian Battle. Brian Battle is just taking big ass shots. But give me Renat. I like Renat by decision. I like the over 2.5, and I like Renat by decision.
Yep, I agree. We're on the same page there.
But anytime they're in space, you're gonna be a little worried because I don't think.
Oh yeah, I don't want this fight to be on the feet for too long. I'll tell you that.
So
I want that wrestling going.
It's gonna be a little bit because like I don't like Zeleski's got probably 90% takedown D, but I mean he hasn't fought the most wrestlers, I guess, going against him. I think maybe like Jing Liang and then maybe took him down, but he hasn't fought too many. But I'm high on Renat. Like I think Renat's on his way to the top 10. I
agree. I think he's good. You know me so well, Johnny. I got Zeleski finishing him in the 3rd round off a sloppy takedown. Okay, we'll see. We're not in the parlay with Oshaki Foster from last week. I don't know who that is. Having a buyer's remorse will probably hedge. I think this fight goes to decision at a decent clip, and I don't trust the judges. I think he gets it done.
I think he does.
This is one of those where I think he can win a clear 29-28, and you're like, okay, he won.
Yeah.
Like you can't, there's not going to be a split. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah. And he clearly beat Nurmagomedov too, and they made that a split. But he clearly won the 2nd, 3rd round. But like Nurmagomedov slows down. He's not near as big as Fakhretdinov, and he's just not as good as Fakhretdinov.
Not good of a wrestler either.
He slows down, and he was able to land 1 or 2 takedowns. He didn't get much control time, but enough. And I'm so much higher on Renat that I just think.
I think Abu is a little.
Abubakar.
Renat wins a good fight. Kepler is a tough out. I agree. Beard without mustache plus name ending in OV equals win. I agree. You have to pay the Russian tax.
He's getting the tax for sure, man.
I think Renat is a great parlay build. I agree. Renat and bad takedowns, but great top pressure when he gets on there for sure. Big step up in competition for him here, though. Haas. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know about big step, but it is a step up.
If Zeleski dos Santos would be 32, you know.
He's 36
on the
now.
Stuff. He failed some stuff being like out of it was after the Benoit Saint Denis fight, but I don't think it was like before the fight. I think he failed like afterwards, like outside competition when he was training. But yeah, let's go with Renat here.
Yeah. And Carlos's lock of the week is going to be Renat. Dude is a beast, someone to look out for. I agree.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
And Renat lives in the gym. I like to hear that.
ATT too, man. ATT.
That's true. Renat versus Gabriel Bonfim. Who would win? Oof.
I can't wait to see that, man. The way he shoots in though is dangerous. So I would be very Bonfim. It's like at 138. He's not lying. Renat would take in some bad shots sometimes, but he's got good submission defense, and then he's just strong as an ox, dude. And I mean, Zeleski ain't really, known as a submission guy, but Bonfim,
he's got some submission game though, but he's not like a sub guy by any means.
No, but Bonfim on the other hand, that boy can sub.
Yeah. Foster is WBC super featherweight champ. Okay. That's why, because I don't really follow boxing, so I don't.
I watched fucking Ngannou beat up Fury. What the fuck? He won there's a possibility he won 8 of the 10 rounds with the knockdown. Like it was hard. Like the first round I kind of gave to Fury, but after that it was hard to find a full round that he clearly won because Ngannou landed all the hard shots the whole
Yeah,
time.
I was gonna say I know a lot of people said like Ngannou landed the harder shots, but Fury landed more in a lot of the rounds. So
bro, I thought Ngannou
I don't know
won.
boxing.
And I like Fury. I wanted Fury to win because I actually like Fury and stuff. But bro, I thought Ngannou like clearly won that fight by like at least 2 rounds, even with because he had the knockdown. Like he could have got knocked down in that round. And I thought he would have still won the fight. Like if he got 10-8 in one of the rounds, that's how crazy it was. But
yeah, let me get this real quick. I forgot to do this on the little thing. Oh boy, hold on. Renat, Zeleski. We'll start the little poll. Poll is good, guys. I forgot about that one. Yeah. So Daz has Zeleski at plus 3 units on at 280 or something. Okay.
Is that the Ukrainian dude's name? Zeleski?
Zeleski? No, it's his name.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the leader of Ukraine.
Oh, I don't remember his name. I know who you're talking about though.
I think that's his name too.
Jumbo Loco likes Renat, but Zeleski did beat Saint Denis. Yeah, but Saint Denis is not a welterweight.
But he's a big ass 155er. He's 5'11". He's the same size as Zaleski, but he ain't.
But Zeleski looked bigger actually in that fight.
Zaleski's
it's probably dude. Because like Zeleski should be a middleweight in the like he buffed up to like middleweight, but Benoit only buffed up to welterweight.
Zaleski's skilled though, dude. This is gonna be it's like Renat ain't running through him. So
no, he needs to get the wrestling going maybe early. Please and thank you. Bubakar is the runt of the Nurmagomedov.
I finally got to fade him. I faded that motherfucker, that mofo.
Faded him in this fight, the last fight.
Yeah, I bet Zeleski last fight, but then like even before that, like I was even bad enough wanting to fade that dude to bet. What was the other dude? And the other dude almost got him in the illegal need him. The terrible dude, Omar Gadziev, the dude that was a freaking phony. Remember that dude? Yeah. He was at 185er, then he came down to, and then that dude, I lost a bet on that dude with Caio Barallo because I thought they were even, but freaking Tapology told me Caio Barallo was freaking like 5'10" and that
5'11" or something. Yeah, and he was taller.
The other dude was like 6'2" and supposed to. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, if they're both about the even, man, I'm gonna take the dude that's bigger. And then they come out and Caio Barallo's 3-4 inches taller. Like Caio Barallo's like 6'2" at least. He's a big dude, man.
Yep. We got Vasco in here. What's up, Vasco? Appreciate you coming out as always. Give your guys' opinion. Okay. Mora to win. I agree with that. I think this is the best bet over for a Renat fight. The over. I like the over in this one. It's actually like a pick 'em, I think. I think it's minus 120 for the over.
Yeah. The only thing that worries me is like Zeleski got hurt with like the first punch he got hit with by Abubakar. And he got a little bit rocked. And then like that ground and pound that Renat was putting on Brian Battle, I feel like would have finished a lot of people, dude. Like just the elbows and shit. Zelensky. Okay. So Zeleski and Zelensky. Okay.
I hope the Brazilian crowd don't get in Renat's head.
You're going to die.
Mora, Renat, Jailton to win after 1.5 rounds. Okay. It's going to be tough for Jailton going to take down Derek in the first and try to finish it.
I think he
gets it done.
Low. Yeah, it's going to look just like Rosenstruck. He got so low and so fast that them dudes can't fucking bend down.
Yeah.
The dude, like Rosenstruck literally just fell backwards because he got so low on that double.
Yeah, I think that fight goes under 1.5. But I do think all those fighters win though, for sure. It's just that after over 1.5 rounds, you're going to be sweating that.
Sweating. Because it's only going to either take one punch or one takedown. Either way, because like I know Derek Lewis explodes and gets up, but he's fighting freaking well, we'll get to it, but I mean he's fighting dudes that ain't got jiu-jitsu that just take him down, like what's the one dude? Blagoy Ivanov, people like that. Take him down, hold him down, Marcin Tabora.
Yep. KRXP said, hello, my brother's Worm in the house. What's up, Worm?
Is this Big Worm?
Big Worm
from Brazil. The Worm.
Exactly. Spivak took him down easily. That's true. He did.
But
he's got a well-timed takedown. That's all he needs.
It's that uppercut, though, man. Lewis he's gonna throw too. What if he comes out with that flying knee we get there.
He ain't gonna do that again. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. This will probably be a fun fight, but I think everyone in it probably has the same person here. Brener versus Kruchewski. Hopefully I said that close enough. I think it's your turn, right? Or mine?
Mine.
Okay.
I started last, or you started, but I'm going to take Brener, but I don't have that much. I'm going to take Brener because he's got the UFC experience. He's been looking good. The Kanan dude, I didn't have much time. By the time they announced this, I'd already put my stuff out, did a bunch of stuff. I'm on to 295, but I watched his Contender Series fight just to see if maybe I wanted to bet Brener, and he looks good. But dude, the dude he fought was not good at all. So you don't know much, but I'm going to take Brener just because of what I've seen. But this Kanan dude seems like he's pretty good. So I don't know. Don't take my opinion here because I didn't do enough tape studying. I hate just guessing. So, but give me Brener just because short notice, all that I've seen what he's capable of. He's a little younger, trains at shoot box like them dudes. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with Brener here too. I didn't really do a lot of tape study either for this fight. I just think with the short notice, like you always kind of have to go with the guy that's not short notice. But I do think Brenner's very good, and I think this Kanan guy, he's pretty good. He's pretty solid too. We've seen in the Contender Series fight, but Brenner showed me a lot in his last fight against Guram, and I think if he does that, or maybe even 2/3 of that, I think he wins this fight because
I had him bet against Ribovics. I had him bet.
I did too. I
think the striking was the same because like Ribovics wasn't just going to break down Elvis Brener like with the striking. Like if Guram and them dudes couldn't, Ribovics wasn't. But then he was going to have a good grappling advantage over Ribovics, so that's why I bet him. But it was going to be a dogfight, for sure. And this one might be
Brener too.
I think that this other dude's tough. He's big. He's like 6 foot tall. But yeah, man, give me Brener. If the line guy, I know it's tightened up where he was like -160. If it was even money, I still got one bet to put in. They haven't even dropped the prop lines at the casino last time I looked, so I'm waiting.
Yeah, they did. For DraftKings, they did today a lot of them. So they're gonna finish the rest of them probably tomorrow. So I think I got 4 bets in 2 right now.
Brenner's growing into his body too at 155, but this Kanan dude's freaking big 155er, dude. He's 6 foot and something. Like Brener fought at 145 before he came into the UFC.
Yeah,
and fought, but he looks like he's getting thicker and growing into his body. But the other dude's definitely gonna be bigger. He's got some good strikes too, man. That Kanan dude had some straight punches. His jiu-jitsu looks good. He's a finisher. I mean, it's weird. You almost would want to bet the under in this one because they're both finishers. Elvis got 7 arm bars, 12 submissions, 11 submissions or something like that. And then Kanan's finished a lot of people, but it's like they're both durable. So Brenner's never been finished. And the Kanan dude, he got hurt and finished early in a fight. And he kind of got popped a little bit by that dude on the Contender Series, but I'm going with Brener.
Yep. Same here. I don't have a bet on this fight. I don't even think the line dropped yet, so I don't even know what the line's on.
So, it was Brener
160.
Yeah, it's Brener like -260, and then he dropped all the way down to like -160.
Let me see if DraftKings set this one up. No, they don't even have this out yet. No, they're slacking. So I'm gonna stay away. Let's see what everybody else says here. Let's see. I got Jailton +200 to win in round 1 at a Brazilian bookmaker. Hey, I like that.
Nice.
That's a very good bet. So I didn't pick all the Brazilians in my breakdowns, but I certainly got a parlay with all the Brazilians. I think I picked the majority of Brazilians.
I mean, this one is this the only Brazilian fight?
I think so, and it wasn't supposed to be.
Right.
Let's see real quick. It is. Yes, it is. Yep, there is a Brazilian in every fight.
Oh yeah.
And that usually doesn't happen, even if it's in like the country. Usually, there's always like a couple that are not French or don't have that English or whatever.
They don't have enough fighters in the UFC. Brazil's got a ton. Like if they go to Australia, there's probably only 8, 10 Australia fighters in the card or wherever. But like England, even they don't got too many. But go to Brazil, them boys like to fight.
Yep. Jaden likes Brener. Great gym. I agree with that.
Yeah, that makes a difference, man.
Kanan in a jungle. In Jungle Fight Champion, he's very good. Okay.
Yeah. Brazil Jungle Fight.
Brenner's tough, but Guram was winning until the KO. That's true.
It was close though.
Toughness and grit.
The thing is though, if you go watch that, Brener was winning that whole first round against Guram, and then he got dropped. And that's the only because he was out wrestling Guram, had control time and everything. And then he got dropped at the end of the first, and the second was really, really close, back and forth. But you could tell Brener was taking over. Like even before he finished him, He hit him with a body shot that hurt Guram real bad. And then Guram like went like this for a second. It looked like he was gonna quit from the body shot, and then he freaking like was like, all right, kept fighting, and then got hit in the neck like 8 seconds later and was done. Brener's a beast, man. Both these dudes, the under, I don't know what the over under is, but under might be worth looking at. I think these dudes are going to go at it from the from the first second.
Kanan and KO. Okay. It's 165 that favors Kane. Oh, okay. So it's a 165 catch weight.
Oh, they are.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. That definitely.
Okay. That changes everything now.
He's like 6 foot with, he's a big dude.
If violence odds are decent, I will play that. Might not be a bad look.
I don't hate it.
Going Brener, the dude is a junkyard dog and doesn't quit. Kanan is super short nose. So yeah, I mean, that's basically, again, I mean, that's where I'm coming from as well.
After you put it on the Oilers.
The Oilers game is about to start. Get those bets in, guys. Money line for the Edmonton Oilers. If you are a DGen and you just want to blind bet something to have some fun, there you go.
And Effie knows his stuff too.
Yep. Cody, this fight didn't make the parlay because it wasn't announced after I placed it. Okay,
gotcha.
There you go. Dog went in here. Okay, we'll see who the dog is at the end of before the fights, though. See, it might change.
If that Cannon dude has a gas tank, man, and that extra weight definitely helps him.
Yeah, and Ishmael, whoever he wants or however he wants. Okay, yep, I agree with that one too. I didn't even put the thing on it. We're all gonna say Brennan. All right, next one here is gonna be the main card of Ishmael Bonfim versus Pichel. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I'm looking at this other one. My bad,
What's
guys.
your problem, Johnny?
Yeah, no, I'm in like 4 different tabs here. I don't even know which one I'm here. All right, there we go.
Close the Pornhub.
I gotta get in sometime. Bonfim versus Pichel. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bonfim here. Pichel's 40 years old, hasn't fought in a while here after his other loss. I just think Bonfim is actually, I know he looked bad against Benoit Saint-Denis, but Benoit Saint-Denis is a monster. We just talked about that a little bit earlier ago. Not to say that Bonfim is like, a top 10 guy either, but I think he's very good. He just, on that night, he shouldn't have went toe-to-toe with Benoit Saint-Denis, and I think that was his issue, and he hurt his arm, and he got finished shortly after that. But I think Ishmael's got he's more dangerous. I think he's the quicker striker. I think this fight will take place on the feet, but Pichel's takedown defense is so bad that I think anybody can take him down. So if Bonfim wants to go for some wrestling and get some grappling going, he could definitely do that here too. So I just think Bonfim wins this one all day. That's just me. Yeah, I'll say by knockout. I think he gets the knockout actually.
Okay. Pichel would definitely have the better grappling here, but he could get
not takedown defense though.
But he's got good scratch. Like he stopped pretty much all of Mark Madsen's takedowns besides one. His
takedown defense is like 22%, Cody.
But but that came from one fight. Gregor Gillespie took him down like 12 times in one fight. That's what that dude does. But he took Marco Madsen down, who's an Olympic wrestler. He landed a takedown, but Bonfim's gonna win this fight. But he's like Pichel ain't gonna be able to take Bonfim down. Bonfim usually has pretty good takedown defense unless he's getting melted by Benoit. And then the boxing, it's going to be all Bonfim. But I think it goes to decision. I think Bonfim pieces him up. He's low output. Like in most fights, man, he's low output unless he's fighting Terrence McKinney or Denis, but he didn't really throw much against Saint Denis either. But he's usually low output, good striking defense, good takedown defense, and beats dudes up, lands some decent big shots, maybe a flying knee or something. But give me Bonfim by decision, man. Vince Pichel is pretty durable. Bonfim ain't going to take him down and submit him or nothing. And I don't really see him knocking him out. He probably hit him with some good shots, maybe even hurt him, drop him. But he's pretty low output in most of his other fights, man. He had a bunch of fights go to decision before his finish win over McKinney. So give me Bonfim by decision. Vince Pichel's a tough dude, man. He got knocked out by the one dude when he got picked up and slammed on his head, and then Gregor Gillespie ended up finishing. But Gregor Gillespie's savage, dude.
I mean, he's a good wrestler. I'll give you that.
Gillespie? Fuck yeah.
I forgot to do this again. I am off.
What are you doing now?
Doing the polls. Got to see who everybody likes. All right.
Oh, I don't see no polls, man.
Well, it's in the chat. Oh, okay. Well, you can't see it from the StreamYard chat. It's like the YouTube chat. Jeff said, Guram confuses the crap out of me. Wouldn't have thought Brener could even hang with him. Seen video of him sparring with PK Senche today. Yeah, I mean, that fight with, what was his name? It was in Austin. I forgot his name already. What was that good fight? He just lost to...
Or no,
Ismagulov. Yes. Like, that fight was amazing. And I saw it live, and I actually thought Guram won that fight. Again, and then they gave it to him. But
he didn't look he looked in decent shape, but he also went and started his own gym and was like training at his own stuff. I don't think he was training with Hamzat no more and all that stuff, man. He's kind of looked like a little bit different fighter than when he fought like Gamrot and them dudes.
What kind of sports ball is that Oilers bet? If I can get it in time, I'll bet it. It's hockey, NHL, sports ball. That's hilarious.
Let's see.
Benoit son by split decision for the Frivola fight?
Bonfim. Benoit's son. His son Bonfim.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I totally went over my head there.
Yes, it did.
Tyler, it's the one where they fly around the skates and hit each other with sticks. Some call it hockey.
Cut each other's throats with hockey freaking what are they called?
Yeah, that was crazy.
What do they mean called? Yeah, your skates.
The blades or it's crazy.
Worst nightmare, worst case.
Suplex defense is 25%. Pichel, old as dirt. Bonfim might finish him. I think he does.
There's a possibility. Yeah.
This Bonfim is not good. He's not as good. There's a difference.
He just boxes, dude. He doesn't really throw kicks. He's just a boxer. And he's kind of low output. But
he's very quick and powerful, though.
Yeah.
When he wants to let those hands go. A warm blood that plus 750 Petrosyan by decision was crazy. All of his fights in the UFC were going the distance. Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. You said it dropped a lot too. Saruki.
What's up, Touch 'em Up podcast? Definitely check them out on YouTube and Twitter as well. Bonfim sub round 1-2. Ishmael KO round 1-2. Brener moneyline and Petrosyan KO 2-3. Parlay it up, boys. Oof.
Damn, that parlay is like killer.
I would say over 2,000 for sure.
Got to. That Petrosyan KO 2-3. That has to pick it.
Yeah. Edmonton Oilers. Yep. Let's see. Vince and Ozzy are both from
Hal Pachow, baby.
And he likes the over 6.5 in that one. Yeah. Oilers always score like 4 goals. So probably a good bet there.
That's a lot of home runs, Effie. 6.5.
A lot of field goals.
A lot of touchdowns. Man, that's a lot of hockey home runs, man.
All righty. Next one we got is going to be Vieira versus Petrosyan here. I think this is going to be a very close fight. Did you start that?
Bro.
This is when we get into the show where I'm like, did you do this one or did I?
Yeah, I don't even know. You know?
I'll go. I think this is going to be a fun fight. Obviously, it's striker versus grappler here. But I'm going to go with Petrosyan. I think he gets this one done. I'm not very high on Vieira. His striking is not good. He does have power in his hands, though, but it's very like one punch and that's it. He does have a decent jab, if you want to say, but it's nothing great. Petrosyan's way more output on the feet. He throws kicks, but he can get taken down, but he has got a pretty solid submission game and he got a pretty solid get-up game, too, if he gets taken down. But Vieira's takedowns, like, they're not the greatest either. They're a little sloppy. They're not very technical. They're kind of like Renat's, if you want to say, but if he doesn't get those takedowns early, like Vieira stops going for takedowns, except in the Chris Curtis fight. But those were just sloppy. And he was able to stuff all 20 of those takedowns. But I think Petrosyan survives round 1. If it's even like remotely close and Vieira's like on top of him, I think he survives. In round 2 and 3, I think he just takes over and Vieira gasses real hard, especially on the feet. So I just don't think he'll be able to get those takedowns after the round 1. So if he doesn't get any takedowns in round 1, he's not winning this fight. So give me Petrosyan to win. I think he can win in round 3 by knockout. But I'm just going to say by decision. A lot of his fights have been going to decision. So Vieira's pretty tough. He's not going to, unless he completely gasses out for trying for takedowns over and over again, he may get finished in the 3rd round. But I like Petrosyan. I'm going to defend my units on this one. I got a money line bet on him at -130. I know it's about to pick him right now. I got a little bit higher line, but I still like him at -130. I think this will be a good fight for him. The stylistic matchup here, I think it does favor Petrosyan. What do you like?
Yeah. I like Petrosyan. I got a bet on Petrosyan too. I put it in like a week and a half ago at -115, and then it went up to like -140 and then dropped back down. But yeah, man, I like Petrosyan here. If you go watch him fight like Gregory Rodriguez and Caio Borralho, he shows he's got a good ground game where he can survive on the ground. Then what I like about his fight with Caio Borralho, who I think would beat Rodolfo Vieira, you know what I mean? I just think his striking is a lot better. Good wrestling. He's a lot faster than Rodolfo Vieira. But Armen Petrosyan actually, like, and Caio's got good cardio. That's one of his best things. And he was slowed way down against Armen. Like, he took him down and took his back in that first and second round. But the second round was pretty close. And then in the third round, like, Armen won that clearly. You know, he's got good cardio, good toughness. He's got a good get-up game. When you take him down, he constantly makes you work. Unless you take his back like Caio. He's the only one that was able to control him.
True.
But like, that's not really what Vieira does. Like, he can take your back, and if he takes your back in that first round and squeezes you and doesn't get the finish, he's going to gas out. You know, the only reason he kind of didn't look like he gassed out too much against Curtis because he didn't really get to grapple that much. He did shoot them lazy takedowns. Like Curtis too was, man, I rewatched that. Like, he was tired himself from defending the takedowns in the first round to where he wasn't really throwing like a bunch of big power shots. Like, he was just touching Vieira. That's why Vieira didn't really ever get hurt or even sat down, because like Curtis was slow too, and he's low output anyways because he was trying to stop the takedown. But I just think Petrosyan stops the takedowns in the first round, or maybe gets taken down in the first round. Maybe even gets in like a kind of a bad spot, but gets up, keeps getting up, and then he's going to take over on Vieira. And I think he's going to be able to stop them takedowns, like you said, by that second round and start taking over. I don't know if he gets to finish, because you got to really commit he'd have to commit with some big head kicks and stuff like that. And when you throw them big head kicks, you can get taken down. So I don't think he's going to be throwing big head kicks. He throws more leg kicks and body kicks and stuff. And then he uses his hands. When you come forward, he uses his hands to counter you. You know, he keeps you at distance with his leg kicks, push kicks, all that. And then when you get past that, that's when he uses his hands. So I think he can beat Vieira, man. I like Petrosyan here. He's a big dude too. He's got good movement. He's got phenomenal cardio, man. Excellent cardio. So give me Petrosyan. I think he gets it done by decision, to be honest. I don't think Vieira's durable. He's pretty durable, and he's tough. And even when he gets hurt, he's able to like clinch guys for a second, get his wits back and stuff. But dude, it didn't look good. Cody Brundage dropped his ass hurt him and dropped him one bad time in that first round. And even in the second round, like Cody Brundage, -50 fight IQ. You know what I mean? He freaking kept pulling guillotine on Vieira like he was going to get it. So, and then like he can't, like, I don't even want to talk about that. When he came out on Jacob Malkoun, Cody Brundage on short notice, his only shots to knock out Malkoun, he came out and shot a takedown and tried to take Malkoun down in like the first 10, and then he still got a fight. So, but everybody's just going to be room for him to get beat down. But give me Petrosyan, man. Decision, whatever, but the money line's good enough to where you can just pick him, I feel like. And,
yeah. You don't want to get fancy here with either guy. If you like Vieira, I mean, just pick the money line. I think I just kind of see a little bit of an edge on Petrosyan, though. I mean, I don't hate anybody picking Vieira, though. I know.
If I hadn't seen Petrosyan be in there and be in some bad spots with even like Gregory Rodriguez and Caio Borralho, then
those are the two that I was like, yeah, he should be fine.
I would favor the black belt over the kickboxer most of the time. But man, just in this one, man, it's tough.
Yep. Got Shady up in here. What's up, Shady? Said mushroom cook your dick, be a small meal.
Shady, what is up, Shady?
$10 pays $9.75 on that parlay. I like that.
Nice.
There you go. Usual suspects.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Loving Petrosyan at even money. I think that's good. Petrosyan plus the over 1.5. I like that too.
What's the odds on that, mushroom? I like that.
I would say like at least plus 175 or something like that.
I don't mind that at all.
Petrosyan at -105. Shady likes. Excellent. I like that. There we go. Always good to see when we're on the same page there. Why don't we think Petrosyan can win by KO? I just think
he can, but he just hasn't been showing that in the UFC.
Yeah, he doesn't have that like just that knockout power. Like he's more of like death by 1,000 cuts kind of guy. One of those. I'm not saying he can't get it though. It'd be third round, I think, if he does get it.
Yeah.
I think the safest bet for Vieira and Petrosyan is that it doesn't go the distance, possibly. Because, I mean, Vieira has that submission threat always. I would say earlier rather than later. And Petrosyan has that late finish equity more so than the early part.
Right.
Was going back and forth. Give me Petrosyan here by decision, but tough fighters. Okay.
Yeah.
It's in Brazil on the main card. He's on the juice. He has social media following. Brilliant BJJ Vieira, defending my units. Okay. I don't blame you.
Yeah, no. It's pick 'em. It's a close fight.
And New York City Robert likes Armin all day. I like it.
Let's
I
get
like it. Let's get to the next one here. We got about we had about 50 people, but some people dropped out. Let's hit that like button, guys. Let's get about like 50 likes up in here. I know they just like immediately dropped. Everyone left at the same time.
It's terrible.
Caio Barallo versus Abus Magomedov. I'll let you start this one off, Cody. Who do you like?
Yeah, man. Another one, dude. I'm nervous on this one, like, because I'm gonna pick Caio Barallo, obviously, because I mean, we gotta assume Magomedov has bad cardio, even though he doesn't have like
short
terrible
notice
cardio. It is short notice, but I watched him beat that Sadie Boy Sai dude in PFL, and he out grappled him for the last 2 rounds and showed good cardio there. So, like, I don't know if it's just the weird pressure of Sean Strickland, like what the hell happened in that fight, but Abus is dangerous everywhere. That's why I couldn't really like that Caio. I like the under in this fight because I feel like it's either Abus, is going to go pretty hard in the first round. He's super dangerous, or Caio is going to get the takedown, start wearing on him, and eventually just gas him out, get him in a bad spot, and get that submission. Even though Caio ain't the craziest finisher, I feel like this is one of them spots where he can finish a tired guy. It's hard to finish Arman Petrosyan, and he was in there with that other Omari Gadziev dude, but he was beating the crap out of him. But I think that he got to survive a tough first round because Abus is dangerous, dude, and it's weird. That's why I didn't bet this fight anyway. Because like Caio Barallo, he's got good wrestling, he's got his good striking, and he's got good jiu-jitsu. But like I don't think he'll really be able to just take Abus down because he's got pretty good wrestling himself. So like he can keep the fight standing. And there he's going to have better striking. So it's weird. So like he could, if he didn't gas out at all, he could stop the wrestling of Caio the whole fight and maybe beat him up standing up. So that's why I stayed away from it. The dude's dangerous. I don't want to just fade him and say that he's just a gasser because like what happened with Sean Strickland. Like he came out, put on a crazy pace on Strickland. Strickland ate it and then put it back on him. And it's not like Caio is going to fight that same kind of fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. He doesn't put like that kind of striking pressure. So but give me Caio. But I'm staying away from this fight. I'm gonna say he does get his jiu-jitsu going. He survives a tough first round, and then he's able to get a submission in that second round, maybe early third.
Yeah, I agree with the outcome here. I think he does get the submission later on in the fight. But I mean, I know a lot of people are like, I don't think Caio's striking is that great. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be like super amazing, but he's very hard to hit. Like he's very defensively sound on the feet. So Abus also taking this fight on short notice. Like I said, like those are two, like Abus is going to have to go in there, I think, guns blazing in the first round to try to get this guy out of here. Because if he doesn't, Caio's going to take over and get the wrestling going and the grappling. He does, like, Caio's smart. He's not going to fight. He's going to fight to his strengths, not his weaknesses here. And he knows he should get this fight to the mat, especially early wear on him and drag this fight in the later rounds. Like he has very good fight IQ. But his little red flag for me is his finishing ability. He doesn't really have the greatest finishing ability, but if he drags his fight into the later rounds, I do think he's going to be able to get a finish here. So I just don't see. Can Abus get a first round knockout? Sure. We've seen it numerous times. That's basically how he wins a lot of his fights. But Caio's never been finished, and has very good striking defense. I just think if Abus goes in, like Caio's either going to shoot for a takedown and get the takedown, or he's just going to move out of the way because he's very quick on the feet. He has good footwork, good range. So this might be a boring first round if Abus is worried about his cardio. So he might be a little bit more low volume and maybe a little bit more strategic, if you want to say. But I still think that the cardio gets to him. And I think Caio does get those takedowns and either wins a decision or a third round submission. So I like those bets here. Don't blame anybody for picking Abus here. I would just do like first round knockout or just knockout prop because I don't think he's going to win a decision here.
Yep.
Let's see. New York City Robert's taking Caio, but wouldn't be surprised if Abus sleeps him. Kiwi likes round 1 for Abus knockout plus 1,000 had to bet it. I like that. I mean, it's good. It's a good, prop there, like with the odds, everything. Abus tried too hard to finish Sean in the first round. His cardio ain't too bad when he's not fighting like a dummy. What about short notice, though? We'll see. We will see. I like Abus here. AJ likes Abus. Bunny Hunter says, John. Okay, hi. I only played Caio's second round and third round props. He only needs to survive round 1. No way this goes to decision. I like that too. Johnny, you better listen to Kiwi.
Yeah.
Kaio. I like Kaio here all day. Sorry, guys.
First round.
Got Kaio and Patrino. I bought low on Kaio too at -250. I thought that's a steal. Steal. He should be -350. Should be, in my eyes. Especially in short notice. Full fight camp, different story. Fighting Nur's brother. Okay. Kaio round 2. I like that too. Kaio is pretty. He's smart. He's almost like fighting Nerd. Exactly. He's very smart. Anus is kind of a fraud. I expect him to get submitted here. Kaio wins either way. Kaio will take a path of least resistance. Yep. That's what I think too. He's not. Why is he going to strike with him, especially early in the fight? There's no way. Why would you do that?
Yep.
Davis has no cardio after 4 minutes. Potentially here. Kyle's got no hands, just a crotch sniffer. He's got solid striking. It's not the greatest, but come on, guys. Kyle will finish him in round 2. Avis sucks. Dev, we on the same page, man. I don't say Avis sucks, but I don't think he's win this fight. All righty. Let's move on up to the next one here. It's going to be Nascimento versus D1 Dante Mays. Cody, it's your guy.
Yeah.
Start off.
Yeah, dude.
Baby.
I like Nascimento here. You know
why?
Because
why would you do that? Why would you do that to Dante?
Man, I had like a 40-minute argument with Johnny last time, and I was on Sakai, and he told me how good Dante Almeida was. Just how good. Like, remember you had that whole breakdown. You was all
I was ready.
I'm like, what the
dude? I spent like most of my day at work writing a script.
I've seen it. I heard it. But let's see. I mean, Nascimento already finished Dante Almeida. Not to say every fight's gonna go the same, but I just feel like Nascimento is just as good at striking as Mays, and then he's got better wrestling and better jiu-jitsu. And if he can get the fight to the ground, he can choke Mays out. And he was able to get it to the ground in the first round in the first fight, and then in the second round in the first fight and choke him out shortly after. So Dante Mays, you know, he did hurt the GOAT, so you got to give him that. He put John Jones out of commission, but no, man, I like Nascimento here in Brazil to finish Dante Mays again. Dante Mays ain't no good. I said I had that.
Okay, I'll just pretend I didn't hear that.
Okay,
but full disclosure, my pick, Nascimento wins this fight, but I'm gonna defend Dante Mays here. Because no one else is going to do it. No one else is going to do it. Let's make it interesting.
Okay.
No one else is going to do it but me.
Well, they shouldn't.
My guy. Listen, Dante Mays is a monster. Like, he's got very good hip thrusts when he's on top control. Think about that. He's very good wrestler. Very good D1, as we all know. And he's got power in his hands. I think he can get it. I can think he can land some good shots on Rodrigo if he can't get those takedowns. So he's a live dog here. D1, baby. So give me Nascimento to win this one by second round submission.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Listen, this fight already happened. We know what's going to happen. We saw what happened in the last fight. It's going to be the same thing. Dantel's not going to win this fight. He had a chance against Augusto, but he fumbled the bag. Nascimento's, I think, better than Augusto, to be honest.
Yeah. No.
I think he is. Just me.
That would be a more decent fight, but it's like Laura or Dante Mays is Gomes, and then Sakai is Angela Hill. That's just how you gotta look at them fights, where it's just levels.
Close fight.
You know?
Be a close fight.
And the Hill's gonna win that. So yeah, Nascimento, he should win this fight. I don't see why he should lose. Like after he was never in no type of trouble in the first fight. It was never. You know,
I'm surprised the line's not higher, to be honest. I mean, yeah, Mays has a chance for a knockout if he lands one of those crazy overhands, but he's so low volume.
Yeah.
He doesn't wrestle. If he wrestles against Josh Petrosyan, that's about it.
Yeah.
If he shoots for one takedown and he doesn't get it, he's just going to survive on the feet until the end of the round. So I like the over here too. I think the over is a good look. The over 1.5.
Where was this breakdown last time when he fought Sakai, man? Where?
I gave you the breakdown here. I told you he was going to win this fight.
All right.
Dante Mays, baby. D1.
This guy.
But I also bet Nascimento. I think he gets this one done as well.
What's in by sub?
Cody? We already seen this fight.
Yep. What's Nascimento by sub? Dude,
I would say it's pretty decent. Let me look it up. I don't know.
I'm mad too. I think I didn't even put this one. Like
let's see. The over 1.5 is -210. I think the over hits here, but just barely sneaks over.
Over the 2.5?
1.5.
Oh, the last one
plus
ended
200.
The last one ended in under 1.5, but
I thought it ended over. I think it ended over.
Like 204, I thought.
No,
like
you crazy.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Let me look it up.
204 into the second. Let me see.
No.
Let me see if photographic works.
205 in the second.
205. Oh, I was a second off.
I still like the over here.
I was a second off. That's how photographic memory works right there.
Mays is developed enough to last at least 30 more seconds. So I'll say late second round submission. I think it happens. I think on the feet, it'll be a very boring first round, though. It's going to be slow. No one's going to strike. Second round hits, Nascimento is going to shoot for those takedowns and get to work.
I don't mind it.
Mays' takedown defense is not good either, but he's D1 though.
He's just not a good fighter, like overall as like a
yeah. You would think he would be, at least a little bit better because he's huge.
Well, that's why he's a fighter, because he's huge, but he's not like a good fighter. But
he's
got into fighting because he's huge. Because he doesn't hit
fairly athletic enough for a big guy like that. Got power. There's a chance he gets this fight done.
Yeah, I stayed away from it. I do like the under. I don't know if I put that on my Patreon or not, but that was one of my
under 1.5 or 2.
No, 2.5.
Yeah, I think the under 2.5 is good for sure. I think it's actually close to a pick'em too.
Yeah, and I had that wrote down. I don't think I put that. I'm at the check.
Yeah, it's -120. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. I think this fight gets to the second round though. That's what I have a bet on. All right, let's go to the next one. Co-main event, guys. Gabriel Bonfim, the other Bonfim brother, the younger brother, who's the better one, versus Nicholas Dalby. And I believe it's it's my turn, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go with Gabriel as well. I think the Bonfim brothers get it done here. I'll say this, though. Nicholas Dalby, very tough to get out of there. And he's got good cardio. He's durable. He throws pretty decent volume. He's not great anywhere, but his best traits are his durability and his cardio. You saw it in his last fight. He lost the first round pretty bad, and then he came back and won rounds 2 and 3. But Gabriel's a different beast, though. He's a monster. Got very good submissions, good club and sub game. He's got good hands, too. You don't see a lot of knockouts, but a lot of those are club and sub guys, so be careful with that. But I think he can. I think he's quicker on the feet. I think he's got the power to rock Dalby. Dalby's been rocked a couple times. He's never been knocked out. I know the one no contest thing that happened against, who was it? Jesse Ronson or something like that? I can't remember if that's right or not. What was it, a submission? I think it was, right? He got like club and subbed almost.
It was a club and sub.
Yeah. I think that can happen here.
Shit, but that's just
I think that can happen here again. And if Dalby tries to shoot for a takedown, which he doesn't shoot the most technical of takedowns. Not to say that they're sloppy, but Gabriel's got that choke game, the front choke game. That's insane. It could be any kind of choke. You just can't shoot takedowns on this guy because he'll wrap you up no matter what. He's got a lot of first round, like I said, a lot of club and sub, a lot of first round submissions too. So I'm gonna say second round submission though. I think he gets it done. Whether it's club and sub, whether Dalby tries to shoot for a takedown and tries to mix it up a little bit. But Gabriel's too dangerous to not pick him. I'll say that. But is there a world that Dalby can survive and win a decision? There is. He's done it. I've seen it. But I don't think it happens here, unfortunately. So Bonfim gets it done. I'll say second round submission. What do you think?
Yeah, Bonfim all day. Dalby's he's 22-4, man. He might have had the easiest, lowest level, never stepping up in competition career in UFC ever. He's got like freaking 13 UFC fights, and his biggest fights like freaking Daniel Rodriguez or something like that. You know what I mean? He literally lives in like the top 30. The dude's 22-4 and then 25th in the world. How the hell does that even happen? But
True.
Yeah, man. he's not dangerous anywhere. He does have good cardio and he does seem pretty durable. But like I said, he's not really fighting the most dangerous people on the earth when you're fighting Tin Means and like Worley Alves and even Daniel Rodriguez. Like all these people are like, middle of the road stuff. Gabriel Bonfim's big. He's fast. He hits hard. He could knock out Dalby. He could get the club and sub. He could just get the sub. The dude's crazy, man. It's like when this dude gets his hands on you, you can't survive for 30 seconds. Like even like Trey Waters, who's good. He finished him. Like Trey Waters, durable, big dude, the dude on the Contender Series that he finished. And yeah, man, I got Bonfim here. I just think Dalby, like he does have that shiny record and all that, but he's older and he's never fought anybody like Bonfim. He doesn't fight dangerous people. If you go look at who he's fought, they're not dangerous people. And he's going to be fighting a dangerous phenom right now that like, I think he's going to come in here and walk through this dude, man. Like I think like maybe, I mean, even Trevin Giles might beat Nicholas Dalby. You know what I mean? And he just smoked Trevin Giles like it was nothing. I think Bonfim comes in here, puts the pressure on him with the boxing like he always does, and either hurts Dalby or just takes Dalby down himself and chokes him out, or does like he did Munir Lazez, where he comes forward throwing them punches and just makes you panic shoot. Munir Lazez, the kickboxer, he had him shooting in on him, subbed him. Dalby might try to pull the guillotine, and then he just Von Flue chokes him like he did. So I don't know, man, but I like Bonfim here. I feel like this kid's on his way to the top 10. And Dalby's going to be on his way out, keep fighting mid-level guys his whole life,
Yep. I agree. We got Saba in the house. What's up, Saba? Is it sorry that I'm so early? What's up, people?
This dude.
Appreciate you coming out,
what up, Saba? Yes, sir.
Heavyweight is so top-heavy after the top 7 or 8. The rest of the division is littered with wins over Sherman. Yeah, it's a crapshoot. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Jaden, our guy.
Drop the shoe.
Another donation. Let's go. Better
Jaden.
Brother, lock it in. I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Better brother. Better Bonfim, brother. Triple B.
He said, yeah, Jaden. Johnny, quit with the gay polls. It's hella spam popping them. Oh, jeez. Come on.
You spamming the polls, John?
Fine. You know what?
Never again. No, never do it.
Never again, Shady. You just lost everyone. Blame Shady.
Poll privileges.
If you like the polls, they're gone. Peace. I'm out. Never again. You're not gonna cook my dick anymore.
Not only that too, but like Bonfim's actually got cardio. He's got a couple third-round wins, so it's not like if he comes out here and doesn't get the finish. Like I think a lot of people probably feel like it's that way because that's what he does. But like I feel like he can even go with the not dangerous Dalby. Dalby's the most non-dangerous, non-lethal dude.
I mean, his biggest things are cardio and durability. That's it.
Yeah, but like I said, that's when you're fighting dudes that aren't like real killers. This kid's a killer, man.
Yes. I have Gabriel in a parlay, but plus 450 on Dalby is disrespectful.
It is.
It's a pretty bad number for him.
It's like this is. I mean, I don't know if we could consider it the same, but what if it'd be like Shavkat or Ian Gary or one of them dudes? You got to put Bonfim kind of up there with them dudes a little bit, and like them dudes would destroy Nicholas Dalby. So you got to assume Bonfim would too.
I like this play from Carlos. Bonfim by sub or points is minus 175. That's not bad at all.
No.
I don't think he gets the knockout. I think if he does get a finish, it'll be like a club and sub or just some kind of guillotine when Dalby shoots in, like we said.
This kid's dangerous, dude. Like he's so dangerous. Like Nicholas Dalby would have to fight the most perfect fight of perfect fights ever in the history, and then do no damage or no nothing. I don't know. I don't see how Dalby wins that fight.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just, is there a world? Yeah, but I'd be shocked. Let's put it that way. Like one of those, like, oh, okay, that'll never happen again, but that's cool to see.
Shocked. Yep.
All right, main event time. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't, guys. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us for a little over 2 hours here. We got Almeida versus Lewis. Who do you got here, Cody? I think I know.
Yeah, man, I got to go with Almeida. Lewis, short notice, can't wrestle, can't jiu-jitsu, can throw an uppercut, crazy power. I think Jailton moves around the ring, gets out of the way of a couple big shots, man, and dives in at them legs like he did against Rosenstruik. But I think that Almeida gets it by sub because I don't think Derek Lewis is the type to get ground and pounded out. He's a tough, durable dude, so he's going to get ground and pound and give up his back and get choked out. That's usually the way he'll go out on the ground, like to Spivak and to Daniel Cormier. But yeah, man. Derek Lewis, obviously, man. You can play that first round knockout. I don't hate anybody ever doing that on Derek Lewis. That's what you do.
That's almost an auto bet just to be safe.
Yeah, but but Almeida, man, like when you see him against Rosenstruck, when he's backing up, Rosenstruck's actually coming forward, which is what you want to do against a guy that wants to wrestle you. You know, it's harder to shoot off your back foot and all that. But like he's so fast, he's going back, and he just got so low and shot in that he got in on Rosenstruck's legs, and his legs were just together, and he just fell straight back. And I see that happening with Lewis. Lewis does have that weird thing where he just explodes and stands up. But like that's against dudes, like I said earlier, that don't really have the jiu-jitsu, you know, like a Blagoy Ivanov, people like that take him down. He's usually able to get up, but they don't have the greatest jiu-jitsu, but Jailton Almeida does. And I think he can do what Spivak does. And just like even if Lewis stands back up, I think he can take him right back down and just keep doing that, rinse and repeat until Lewis slows down. And then Almeida hits him, mounts him, hits him with the ground and pound. Lewis gives up his back. He gets the submission. I like the under 1.5. I like Jailton Almeida by submission in the first round. I like all that.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I think Almeida gets it done. If it's not in the first round, it'll be early second because I don't think this fight's gonna go past 1.5 rounds. Like you've seen it time and time again. Like I think both guys' last 5 fights, I think 9 out of 10 times it's ended under 1.5, and the one time it didn't, it like barely snuck over by like 20 seconds. So Lewis has, if he's not getting that one shot knockout in the first round or some flying knee, something crazy like that, he's going to give up a little bit, and Almeida's going to take over. And maybe he does a Spivak. Maybe he goes for those takedowns and lets him get back up and takes him back down. And it gasses Lewis out bad. And he just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm not a 5-round fighter. I'm going to try to knock him out in the first or second round. And if I don't, I'm out. So I'm sure he's getting paid a pretty good amount of money. Not to say that he's only taking this for the money, but I think Almeida gets this one done. I mean, is there a chance Lewis gets a first round knockout? Of course. That's how he wins a lot of his fights. But he also loses a lot of fights in the first and second round too. So love the unders here. I think Almeida gets it done. I'll say by submission too, but I just think he gets like Lewis will give up his neck instead of getting knocked out on the mat instead. So something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Kiwi, I like that, Kiwi. I like that. Yep. That's good. Smart
Davis
thinking
and Lewis.
right there.
Yep, that's how they both win.
Yeah. It's an excellent parlay, dude.
You just put like
plus 90, 200.
$10 on that. You're gonna win a hell of money if that happens.
Yeah.
I would say Lewis by flying knee. If that happens shocked, again, bro. Man.
That killed me last time.
When it happened.
That's why, like, I don't give a shit about line movement. Line movement doesn't mean, obviously it's good to beat line movement, save the money. That's the best thing. But like in the end, like somebody asked me, because I put up my hill at minus 110, they're like, how do you feel when the line goes the other way? It's like, it kind of sucks, but then like it doesn't matter because as long as my ticket wins, that's all that matters. Like when I got Rogerio de Lima, I got him at like minus 110, dude. He ended up like minus 235 and then freaking gets smoked in the first 12 seconds. So
yeah,
that sucks, man. You beat all that line movement, but that really don't matter.
Yep. Lewis can't wrestle, can't jiu-jitsu, can't drive like a normal person. There you go. Perfect.
True that.
Almeida does a lot of that front kick and immediately goes for the takedown attempt. It's very predictable. He does. Fight starts round 2 at plus 170, and Almeida round 2 sub is 1100. I guess I like that round 2 sub.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind it. But it's like, I think it happens in the first round because like Almeida can't spend no time messing around standing up. You know what I mean? Like he's going to have to try to get this to the ground as quick as he can and finish it because he knows anytime standing up it could be a death sentence. So yeah, I think that he's going to have to, there ain't going to be much time just like either just, burning off that clock. It's just going to be Jailton Almeida on him or getting knocked out in the first 30 seconds.
True. Could we see a repeat of Almeida versus Moria?
Thiago Morea. Like he got knocked out way back in the day, early on in a fight. But yeah, you never know, man.
Yep. Picking Almeida by sub. I had to sprinkle Lewis by KO though. I like both. Flying knee against Lima. Imagine that. Yeah, that was crazy. Lewis by sub would be amazingly crazy.
That would be amazing.
Lewis round 1 plus 500.
Yeah.
I like it. But $100 on this fight doesn't go the distance. Minus 10,000. Selecting you'll get that dollar, man. You will get that.
Win is winning. Round 2. AJ likes round 2. Okay.
Round 2. All right.
Balls
was hot. He okay. All right, guys. Well, that was it. We got 58 people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. And Cody, do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, man. Just can't wait till the live show on Saturday. I'll be doing Brady's DFS by the numbers show Saturday too at like 1 o'clock on his channel, and then doing ours. And I just appreciate everybody coming out, talking fights with us again tonight, man. Spending a lot of time with us and just hanging out like they always do, man. It shows for all the people in the chat and all of our friends that we get to hang out and talk with. So I just appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with us all night like this. It's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely appreciate everybody showing up here. We got about 60 people here, right? We're about ready to leave. That's funny. But definitely appreciate everyone who donated. We got Mushroom MMA, Kiwi, we got Jeff Pelton, we got New York City Robert Jailton a couple times, or 3 or 4 times actually. Johnny Newquist, as always. May Robs, definitely appreciate you. Like I said, we always appreciate the donations. We never expect them at all. So it's all great. We always appreciate it. And definitely appreciate everyone else showing up too. Dev, we got Carlos, Ryan Jordan, Pick MMA just showed up in here. Appreciate you coming in here. We got Tyler 138 MMA, Get Rhythm, Shady. Let's see who else we got. CRXP. We got who else we got? John
Saba.
There you go. We
got
MMA,
Mushroom MMA. His show is going to be live here in a half hour. So check that out. Mushroom MMA at 10 o'clock.
Definitely. Any action, FB, all that good stuff. Appreciate
our boy John Hagos in the building. Everybody came out tonight, man. It was a great show.
Definitely appreciate everyone showing up. But definitely, like Cody said, it'll be on his channel for Saturday, 2 hours before the fight. So definitely come check us out. Then we'll break it down with 2 special guests, MMA Propaholic and MMA Maestro, however you want to say it. So
yeah. And I got some special news for next week when we do the show, man. I got me a new little sponsorship partnership, so I can't wait to announce it to everybody.
Well, that was a little teaser. They're gonna wait till Saturday to do it.
I don't know. I think I gotta wait. I think they told me to wait till like my actual thing starts, and I don't think it starts till like the 5th of next week or 7th or something like that. So, but I can't wait for it. It's gonna be awesome.
I like it. Right on, guys. All right, guys. Definitely check out Mushroom MMA. 10 p.m. Eastern time. Go over there. Hit that subscribe button and hang out with him and Propaholic too. So you'll see him on Saturday. All right, guys. Take care.
Later on.
Later, guys.
Let's go.